that agree. Like I was thinking about it on the way home. When me and you got into it about affirmative action, like you fucking went off the deep end. You was like, man, fuck this. You was just like, I'm not dealing with you tonight. Yeah, that's basically how you was. You was like, man, I ain't dealing with you tonight. Because I said I was done talking about it.
Guys, let's
you just
dig
kept
into
trying
some
to
of the
drill the issue. I was like, dude, I don't want to fucking talk about it. You just had your moment. You was like, man, I don't even want to talk about it.
But if you was listening to me, I was like,
who would be your
we both don't know what it means. I'm gonna look it up real quick.
I like
and the whole time I was looking it up.
He's underrated. I think
it took me a minute, you know.
And I was just trying to quit talking. Like I was even trying to talk about other subjects.
Because it sounded like, you know,
Marquise Morris down up in.
I was like, what? Because I was thinking about that on the way home, and I was like, man, we went to, because that was the weekend we all met at Dylan's and had dinner, right?
But you, I don't know. But you see, like with an issue like that.
I told Dylan, I was like, man, me and Matt might not be alright. He was like, what you mean? I was like, we just got into a little argument over some shit like that. And he was like, oh man, ain't nothing worried. That's why I was like, I was worried until I got there. I was like, if you're gonna be cool with me tonight. I was like, dude, I'm cool. We just kind of fucking. It's an argument, that was it. I thought you was gonna hold like a grudge or something.
I mean, like with a situation, like with a conversation like that, I try to be well versed on issues. You know what I'm saying? We both didn't fully know what it meant. I mean, that's the whole. I kept saying that the whole time, right? Like, it's not like we both don't know what it means. Like you have experiences with people who see it differently.
Yeah, I learned the definition in the warehouse aspect. You learned the definition in the right aspect.
No, because I had a whole different story of my side of that issue, life experience. Then I looked it up, the definition. You know what I'm saying? We both really fully know, like, it's both pretty right. You know what I'm saying? But what is the definition? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is it? That's what I looked up. You know, shit like that is gonna make us. It's gonna make us better people. Like if I'm deep off in some shit like that, I bring in some facts. Like
me personally, I'm not gonna be able to retain that shit because I don't really care about it. I guess that's my problem. I think that's my problem. I know I won't retain it, so I don't even want to fucking worry about it. Because for me to want to retain it, I gotta be really, really interested. You know what I mean? Like with forum things. Like I was really interested in how it worked. So I started researching and I learned how to grow shit like that and like race cars. I really liked what the fuck I did. So I started getting books and researching it and I just like doing it. It's like I think I gotta be interested in it to retain information on any subject or
to the wing right side.
Now if I'm not interested, I'm just not gonna retain it pretty much.
Here's Lopez, and the shot is long.
Like if that makes any sense at all.
Job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Back to James. Kicks it out to Love.
Love for three.
Oh, target from 3-point range.
You back on 2K?
For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game.
I had Dylan fight his fears earlier to play that zombie.
You play H1Z1?
Outside Jack.
Nah, I was probably gonna play
high post Lopez.
I've been enjoying just killing shit on
by Jack as that one goes in.
Damn, I'm frozen. Down.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter.
70-2.
7-2.
Love outside.
Oh, that ain't bad basketball.
He kicks to Irving.
Irving for 3.
Nailed from 3-point land. Irving's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. The Nets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Shaq with it. He's got 5. Out to the right wing. Here's Young.
Come on, man. What you doing?
4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. James outside. It's a pick by Love. Right side, Irving.
I didn't mean to do that. Oh, he hit it, though.
Irving's got 6.
Tyree.
How in the
2
world
threes.
did they let him get that wide open?
Lopez, a screen on Irving. And Jack, here we go. Down low, Lopez. Mozgov grabs the board.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Irving kicks to Mozgov. It's a pick by Love. LeBron outside. There's the pass to Irving.
Swing it.
There's the three.
Love for three. Oh!
Love, no luck. Last game for Brooklyn, it was a loss to the Thunder in
I keep
Oklahoma
forgetting
City.
to turn off this
And I don't
voice
care
command
how
shit.
much you grind it out defensively. When you shoot it that
Good D,
poorly,
Kyrie.
you're going to struggle to win games.
Well, it's not only going to be
God,
a
a
struggle.
woman in pigtails
It's
is
going
so
to be
sexy.
virtually impossible if you shoot as poorly as they did.
That's gotta be like the best hairstyle ever. Or a French braid.
Now here's Ellington. His last outing, he had 8 points. Lopez sets a screen for Jack. Goes up on the high post. The shot is off. Shumpert with some nice D. Cavaliers trailing.
You know, the Nets really kind of drifted along for the first part of last season, treaded water, but after the All-Star break, they
Love,
stepped on the
what
gas,
you
put
doing,
themselves
bro?
right back in the playoff picture.
Brooklyn with the ball.
Wide open,
Following
fool.
the miss by Kevin Love. Outside Jack. Lopez sets a screen for Jack. Screen by Young. 6 to shoot. And it's Jarrett Jack with the three. Jack's got a couple of threes now in the first for
God,
Brooklyn.
Shannon Baszler is so sexy.
As you mentioned, the Nets were great after the break. Had the third best record post All-Star break in the East.
Yeah, and how about winning 13 of their first
Love when
22
Dolan
after
goes
the
to
break?
bench
And
or something.
sometimes with a new coach and system, it takes a while to kind of figure things out. And that seemed to be the case with the Nets last year.
Thaddeus Young provides a lot of things, Clark. Solid on both ends of the floor. You can plug him into almost any lineup and make it work.
Yeah, he's an ideal basketball player because of his versatility. I think that's one of his greatest strengths. Not only can he play the 3 or 4, he can go inside and outside, too.
And guys, when you talk about Thaddeus Young, last year was another solid season for him. Excellent job finishing around the rim as usual. Solid rebounding numbers, but still trying to improve his consistency from the three. He started the season strong in that department.
All right, bro.
Kind of fell off a bit at the end.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving. Man, Thaddeus Young, he's really entering the prime of his career right now at age 27. Hard to believe he's now in his 9th season. Only spent 1 year in college. Still plenty of room to grow.
Brooklyn making some changes. Bargnani comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Thomas Robinson in for Thaddeus Young. Now here's Ellington looking for his first basket still in this one. From deep. Comes up empty here. That puts him at 3 for 6. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Here's Irving.
What you gotta do?
That's good. Irving's got 8 points.
The defender a little hesitant to
First
offer
for shopping.
resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
No, go to the race
Brooklyn's gone
shop.
2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. The dish to Bargnani. There's the pick. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Cavaliers have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the
Damn
first.
it.
In transition, here come the Nets. Jack leading the charge. And
Shit
Thompson
outta here.
sends it back. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Outside Jack. The Nets working the ball around now. 4 on the shot clock. Hollis Jefferson passes to Robinson. No good from 18.
Good D.
Now here's Irving. Ellington defending. Shumpert in the corner. Love outside. Outside Irving. Back to Love. And no good. Had a chance
Love's
to
missed
take the
like
lead.
5 in a row.
Tell you
bro.
what,
What's
boy, it's
going on?
hard to watch when the guy gets good shots and misses them. He's missed everything this quarter.
Passes to Hollis Jefferson.
Yeah.
Back to Jack. There's a screen by Robinson.
Dude, I think I'd be a good wrestler just talking shit.
And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Jack's got 10.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead. And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is
Miles
clearly
Jack out here,
on the
10
same
points
page
in the
with game
first
plan.
quarter. Where the
And
fuck he going?
sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
Miles
Catching up on the
Jack for the
changes for
Brooklyn
Cleveland.
Nets.
Anderson Varejão's checked in for
I don't know who the
Love.
fuck that is. I know Miles Jack for the Jaguars.
J.R. Smith's checked in for Shumpert. And Mo Williams subbed in for Irving.
Veteran guy.
Big time finish. Emphatic.
He
Ball
hangs
head,
on the
point
rim,
guard.
too, just for good measure.
Yeah, but guys, nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating every now and then.
They have got to put a body on it because otherwise, with his agility and
Looking at the
athleticism,
strikeout.
they're not going to be able to contain
People
him
in
on
the
the
paint.
offensive glass.
Centers and shit.
Smith dishes to Thompson. Back to Smith. Picked by Varejao.
Oh, Mo Williams.
No good.
A clear look at the hoop.
Come on,
He doesn't
son.
miss many of those.
Here's Larkin. 18 feet out. Shot's good. And now a 5-point Brooklyn lead. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Now here's Jefferson. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Williams gets the bucket.
That is
Damn,
really
the crowd's
poor
chanting,
defensive
"You're an
awareness."
asshole,"
I mean, he's
to
one
this
guy
guy.
you don't want to give any space to. You've got to stay attached and connected.
Here's Larkin. 1:32 left in the first. Back to Bargnani. This is to Robinson. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
Well, I like
Yeah,
the way he
big guys
orchestrated
down
in
there.
tight that time, fellas.
The Cavaliers
Playing hot
trail by
potato
5.
on me.
Williams kicks to Jefferson. The screen from Thompson. Here's Varejao. Shot is off. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Deflects the pass.
Good hustle.
Here's Larkin. Here's Bogdanovich. Hits the
Damn! Get the fuck
Bogdanovich
out
has
of
got
here.
himself on the board with 3 there.
These
that's his
motherfuckers
game. Ignore
balling
the
on
lead,
you, boy.
Focus on what you do and knock down that.
Damn,
To
hand
the
in
wing
there.
right side. Outside Jefferson.
Oh,
Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line. Let's check out some of the best shooting teams out there. The Cavaliers, number 1.
Are just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket. And now one spot the Cavs did struggle with last year was health off the bench. They were last in the league in bench scoring.
Cavs not scoring with a lot of their bench. A big part of that is they just didn't go to their bench very often.
Well, you talk about the Cavs and the bench near the bottom in total bench minutes played. The bench didn't have a lot of firepower, didn't shoot the ball well, and considering they got limited minutes, oftentimes struggled to find any kind of rhythm out there. Their defense just hasn't been able to slow them down.
And that's a big reason why they're trailing, surrendering too many easy baskets.
Williams, that's good.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Here's Larkin. He's got 5. 11 seconds left in the first quarter.
damn.
Robinson's got his second basket of the game.
And how about the grasp they had on the game plan for this one?
You know, I know it's early, but I don't think I'm going out on a limb when I say we could be headed for
Oh,
a
Williams.
blowout unless something dramatically changes and fast.
Boy, this game is off to a flying start.
Yeah, we're seeing some hot.
And that's it. Coach Lionel Hollins, known for his no-nonsense style.
I told them all, you can joke with me, you can laugh at me. I'm not perfect. You'll see me hobbling out there on the court. You'll see me stumble as I'm trying to show you a defensive move. It's funny. There was a time when you wouldn't be laughing because I'd be kicking your butt, but that time is long past.
I still don't think that Coach Hollins is anyone to be trifled with, and I think the net players would agree with me on that one.
Oh, yes, I know they've got that one figured out. And I do, too, as a matter of fact. The last thing anybody on the team better be doing.
What's Lopez long ass?
Just ask Darren Williams.
It's just like his brother.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Really active hands early on here as they're able to acquire several steals.
Well, they've really been aggressive guys on defense,
Gotta guard
and it's
Miles
paid
Jack
off,
my
so
damn self.
why stop? Keep it up.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Jarrett Jack is out there with Wayne Ellington. Then it's Young. Then it's
Good
Brook
D.
Lopez. And it's
Good D,
Bargnani
Kyrie.
at the power forward position.
LeBron and one. Let's go.
On the assist by Irving. And that's now 6 points for LeBron.
I'm over here
That's
D'ing
leading
up
by
Jack
4.
with Kyrie.
And Jack picks to Young.
Jack with
Pass to
Kyrie.
Bargnani.
Jack on Kyrie. Give me that.
Fires at the elbow. And a rebound
Kyrie
goes to the
out here
Cavaliers.
balling, fool.
Major defensive lapse right there.
LeBron James. Assist from Kyrie. Hey,
I don't know
Kyrie
if
out
this is
here.
the time for that
Start the
kind
second
of
quarter off
Kyrie,
In
hot.
close games, the important thing is the 2
I'm down by
points,
2. I
not
was
the
down by like
dramatic-
12.
Come on, Clark. You had to go for it, didn't
Give me that ball.
Hey. He's an athlete. And
Kyrie
I
on
can't
the
fault
2
him.
rebounds.
Although, if he missed it, I might have.
Ah,
A shot by LeBron. No good. Young outside. Kicks it to Jack. Lets it go with a 3. And it's Kyrie
Kyrie
Irving
with
with the
3
rebound.
straight
If he
rebounds,
can
bro.
improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Ooh,
Kyrie
good
Irving
block.
made his first. Oh no, bad time.
I
to
said
slip
good
up there,
block.
Kevin.
I got a I said good block.
You got teed up because it heard you in the headset.
I have to turn that shit off every fucking game. I keep forgetting to do it in settings.
The opposite of smart
That's
basketball.
funny shit.
Burnett shooting their third free throw attempt
Miles
of the game.
Jack made the fucking
wanna
point.
play
Speaking
hockey or
of
do I
Irving's
wanna
star
play-
status, last season a
Nah,
signature shoe in his
see
name.
where I'm at in hockey
I see,
real
in fact, that you and Clark
Switch
are wearing
controllers
it
real
tonight.
quick.
That's always a big deal.
Kevin, that's an elite club to
It
be in.
is.
Only the true superstars
Kyrie for
get
2.
that kind
Hey,
of
I'm gonna take
status.
over Kyrie.
He certainly
Fuck
got
it.
the flash.
It's gonna
to
be
go with
Kyrie
the
game at
substance.
home.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
And Jack picks to
Alright, I had
Ellington.
to switch
Back
controllers
to
real
Jack.
quick.
Picked by Bargnani.
I heard you. Oh,
Jack passes to Bargnani.
fire
Good,
home
and Jack
for the
gets
first
the
one.
assist.
Brian
And the Nets lead by 3.
I think I'm gonna flip a coin, see whether I play
Cleveland have
hockey or
gone 3 of their
zombies.
first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter.
Zombies, well, I've been struggling.
James against Young.
Up to 1,000 kills.
And that's now 10 points for LeBron.
It's pretty dope because when you
Burnett
die,
has
you
gotten
gotta
off to a
restart
rough
the
start here in
game
the second
because the
quarter.
game's only
Just 1
72
for 5.
hours.
Young with no one around.
What?
Off
Gotta
target
start on from the
outside.
beginning.
Cavaliers
Yeah,
have
like
gone
you restart the whole
4 of 6
story. You
in
can
the
either
quarter.
choose to load from your last save point or restart the story with all your money and all your XP.
Love's got his first 3 points of the game.
And when you've
Go
got
for
a big
3.
man who can shoot
Back.
from
He
distance
woke
like
up.
that, what a huge advantage.
That white boy coming alive.
Young dishes to Bargnani.
Ooh, with the pump fake.
And the shot is good.
Damn.
Moving in off the front of the rim.
Hey, they sinners out here with the
Quarter,
post
about 3
move
minutes
fakes and shit was sick.
Here's James.
Frank Kaminsky, the shit at that.
For the slam dunk, and Brook Lopez
Brian
did
James
not like
down the
that.
hole.
Talk
Down
about
the
putting
center.
something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
I'm startled that he would even try something like that at this stage of the game.
Good D, Kyrie.
Irving against Jack.
What are you doing? Good D, Kyrie.
Another
Oh,
shot.
get the
And
Ooh,
rejection
Brian with the
by
block,
James.
my nigga. Let's go.
Irving with the ball. Now Jack defending. Irving
That's a
misses.
terrible shot.
Brooklyn's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3 ball here. Jack against Irving.
Ooh.
And Jack, here we go.
Jack has been
Man,
putting
Miles
on the
Jack
numbers.
put the
He
move
has
on me
11
though.
points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's
This
time
is
for them
wild.
to set a few more screens for him up top and let
What's
him
up,
add
Slip?
to that total.
I forgot about my Thursday morning
Offensive
outs.
approach for the Cavaliers.
You've got to like the consistency with which they're hitting that mid-range jumper.
Forgot he gets
Another big
outs every
aspect of their
Thursday.
game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
That's crazy, dude. People get ounces
For the
weekly.
Cavaliers.
You got one dude that gets
Opens
ounces
in
every
for
2
Gordon.
weeks.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only
I don't understand how
option
people spend
when
money
you're
on
on
that
the
shit.
wrong side of the size equation.
The way they do.
And Lopez throws it down.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Knocked loose.
Damn it.
It's stolen by Jared.
Dellavedova, you are
One-on-one fast
fucking
break.
terrible.
Dellavedova is straight.
And no good. Had a chance to take the lead.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for
this
him
year.
here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Picked by Mozgov. And on the way from Irving for three. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Damn, hey, this
Bargnani's got his
Fuck
first
you.
rebound with that last one
Rain
here
Day
tonight.
with no
Well, it
go was
looks like
gonna
he's
holler
cooled
at you
down
this
a bit
morning.
after hitting those two in the first quarter.
Shit, not much to complain about for Brooklyn fans with the Nets road play last year. Looked pretty
Fuck
much
out
the
of
same
here.
as they did at home.
And Kevin, that can cut both ways. I mean, the Nets were 19 and 22 on the road.
Damn.
Exactly the same record they had at Barclays.
Brook Lopez is getting every
And
fucking
for the Nets
rebound.
on the road, they did have some differences.
Boxes
As a
are
team, they
so-
Him
shot
and
better on the
Bargnani.
road than at home by a significant
Andrew
margin.
Bargnani, dude, that I forgot about that motherfucker. He was
Hit both of
cold.
them, both of them towers down there
And
just
Smith
swatting and fucking rebounding.
Forgot about Bargnani.
Robinson's checked in for
Those like the
Bargnani.
towers in these
Bogdanovich
in
comes in
fucking
for
Brooklyn.
Wayne Ellington. And Shane Larkin subbed in for Jarrett Jack.
Damn, block my shit again. God damn. Come on, JR.
In transition, here come the Nets. Young with the ball.
Oh,
A
my
nice shot by
gosh.
Bogdanovich. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle
He's
stats
Brown
for
and
Brooklyn.
Kyrie in.
Boy, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And the intensity is carried over into their ability to
By
get out in
4.
passing lanes and really be disruptive in terms of their opponent's offense.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Hollis Jefferson's checked in. Dellavedova. And it's off the back rim. No good.
You know, overall, the Nets had the same road record as they did at home. I mean, but late last year, they were the only team with more road wins than home wins. That was the case until their final game of the season, actually. Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Oh, Lord, what are you doing, J.R. Smith?
Smith kicks to Thompson. They need this. No luck.
Bruh.
Excellent D that time from Robinson. Nets leading by 6. Some firepower, Clark, from this offense.
Yeah, Kevin, how about the air of confidence? I mean, they really look like they believe in what they're doing.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
Larkin, the pass to Robinson. 5 to shoot. Lopez dishes to Bogdanovich. The 11th
Oh, my
footer.
gosh.
Takes a
What
big
ball
right bounce
movement.
and goes in.
Oh my
Now
god.
it's an 8-point Nets lead.
My crowd's
They've done a
starting to
great
boo me.
job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in
Damn,
the
for
paint.
real?
And
A
that's
little
why
bit.
they're
I had called timeout before they got up and pitched.
to make shots.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
And Thomas Robinson has been on a lot of teams here in his short
Jay,
time
you're trash.
in
Get
the
off the
league.
team.
Not easy to find a spot when you're always getting moved.
Oops.
A different look now for Cleveland. LeBron's checked in for
LeBron,
Smith. And Mo Williams subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. And for Robinson, the trade's way on him as well. Clarkie said last season that he just wants to prove that he belongs here.
Well, you know, he's yet
Come
to
on,
find
Bron.
the right fit for a team, but the skill set is clearly there. I mean, he's an NBA player. There's no doubt about that.
Good
Looked
D.
great for Philadelphia
Bron's
near the end
gone.
of the year as he got minutes with them.
And
the
one.
whistle
Let's
blows
go.
as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I
gonna
wonder
be a
how far
sure
behind
will
they'd be
game.
if he wasn't having this kind of quarter.
Well, LeBron James long considered the greatest player in
Fucking
the league.
centers they
He's
got.
got some competition now, though. Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, Steph Curry, James Harden all playing well last year. But for my money,
Get out of
no
here,
better
bro. I'm
player
right
in the
there,
league
man.
than King James.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores.
And
Great
one.
team play.
Well, Clark, you look at LeBron's career averages
I'm gonna have Bron just attack the paint, get them and ones,
Well, you know, he might
them in
not
foul
always win
trouble.
the MVP award, Kevin, but that doesn't really matter. I think he's the most feared player in the league, and he proved he can carry a team in last season's NBA Finals. Clearly, one of the all-time greats.
Here's Larkin. He's guarded by Williams. Shoots the three. It's rebounded by Cleveland. This game against Brooklyn here, it's their first look at the Nets.
Oh, good strip.
On top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
Yeah, and very tough to beat when they're playing up to their capabilities. That's why they're one
Get
of
out
the
of
top
here.
teams in the league.
Lopez, no luck.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying
Yeah, it's
that.
2K16,
What a job he's doing
Sonic.
here. I mean, his
Yeah.
second quarter has been even
good.
better than his first, and that was pretty good.
You got viewed.
Yep. Oh, Bron.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
And Iman
It's out
Shumpert,
the
more
depths.
athlete than player when he entered the league. 42-inch max vertical, shoulders carved like Michelangelo.
Still down
but he
by
had
4.
a long way to go in terms of his skill set, and you can see the evolution right before your eyes.
Oh, no,
Lopez
he
hunkered
didn't.
down and anchored in on that pick.
Knew that was coming.
A minute 42 left in the first half. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice Lionel Hollins gave to his team during that last break. He went over the offensive game plan and that it hinges on running through Lopez. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him.
Brooke
Maybe
Lopez,
making those early
Tristan
adjustments
Thompson
will
on
give
Brooke
them time to
Lopez.
judge their effectiveness by halftime. We'll soon find out, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Oh, shit.
So the whistle blows.
Lopez out here,
Two free
man.
throws for the contact right there. Talking about Iman Shumpert, he seemed to learn from working with
Hurt that
LeBron
man?
and Kyrie last year.
Yeah, Shumpert was brought over for his defense.
That was the
clearly,
same football, but
as a bonus, his offense improved and got better. Now let's see if he can build on that going forward.
And Cleveland making a change here. Jefferson's checked in. On the wing, James. Guarded by Robinson. Thompson with the bucket.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
he loved to get in the game.
There's
though.
a screen by Robinson.
If he gets his life together.
Shot left
Good
block.
D.
LeBron with the block. Williams kicks to Shumpert. No good with the layup.
Yeah, credit the D there. Got his hands up and made sure he wasn't
LeBron come
comfortable
trailing.
on the release.
Sure did. Stayed real
Wow.
snug and didn't allow him the space he needed to get a good shot off.
A lot of
Wide
space
open three.
right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
The drive by James. And
Damn.
there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot.
That's
He'll
the
go
third one
long.
on Brooke Lopez.
That's on Brooke Lopez.
Yeah, this quarter they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating
if I can
contact,
get him a
create
quick T-bone.
opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there because when all else fails,
I can
if
just
you
take
can
one
get
of them
to the
bigs
strike,
out.
That's really a good way to change the momentum in the game because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
Larkin, the pass to Lopez.
What the?
Soft
Damn, this
glass.
motherfucker too good,
Lopez has
bro.
got 12 points now in the quarter.
Just a late reaction
Lopez
there from the
and
defense, and
that
he is
Jack guy.
always going to finish that one.
Oh, they
And that
killing. They
concludes the
working.
first half.
I'm down by 9.
They lead by
Halftime.
9. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by.
Kevin, we have Brooke Lopez with us. What's the attitude?
And they
you have as a
interviewing
team
Brooke
right
Lopez
now?
I have.
Oh, it's so exciting. You know, it's really thrilling to come out with such a great group of guys every night.
You like a damn gargoyle.
Brooke, thank you very
I'm
much.
like, what?
Kevin, over
Like
to
a
you.
damn
Thank you
gargoyle.
so much, Doris. Great interview as always. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back for the second half of
Yeah,
this.
him and his brother.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. A nice show being put on tonight by Brook Lopez. He had 14 points, 2 assists, and 2 blocks. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the Nets?
You know what, Ernie? I got to...
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway.
To talk about Brook Lopez and how good he's been. Timothy Mozgov on his big ass.
What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
Kyrie. And the defense was soft in that first half, and he took advantage every chance he could. And boy,
it's a little too far.
Yes, sir.
Get the read. Oh, man.
Too many uncontested runs to the hoop. But even if a defender's gotten there, it's been posterized time.
Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. Going out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron, and it's Irving in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
Jack is back out here. Good D, Kyrie.
It's Jack from deep 3-point
Had to pick up the ball.
Mozgov grabs the board. Mozgov's got his 5th rebound in this one. Shumpert dishes to Irving.
Woo. All right, Kyrie. Shake and bake, baby.
His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not got their A game on that side of the ball.
You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often
good D, Moscow.
Big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
Block Brook Lopez.
LeBron James on the wing. And they double up James.
Oh, shit.
Somebody's on the wing, Shumpert. The 3. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
You mentioned, GA, the Cavs and their comeback.
Just gotta play tight. I
came
just
double-digit deficits for 13 of their 53 wins last year.
Yeah, Kevin, I remember their biggest win back after being down 17 points. I mean, but when you have the
I was trying to pass the Brian.
Is out of the question. You're just never safe against this team.
Jack's shot is good.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the 3rd.
Plays like that. Leave
Watching Brook Lopez, he all the time contributes in every category. It's amazing the number of Clark ways he affects the game.
Deadly with the shot. Tremendous touch. Back to the basket moves, facing up, makes free throws. Good offensive rebounder, capable passer. Oh, he just makes things happen.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
And talking about Lopez, he does clean the glass on the offensive end. He was 12th in offensive rebounds last year. However, he was 44th in defensive rebounds. That's one important area he definitely has to work.
Bargnani is checked in for Brooklyn. The Cavaliers trail by 6. LeBron James on the wing. He dishes it to Love. Stolen by Bargnani.
Bullshit.
Jack against Irving. Now here is Jack. He's covered closely. The shot's good from Ellington.
You know, getting back to Lopez, how good is it to have a guy with his offensive package also be a near top 10 shot blocker for you? That's what he was last season.
Let's go.
Several seasons before that. He's an all-star talent. If he can just stay on the court and stay healthy.
Signature bucket for him on that possession. They can get themselves in front quickly with a few more like that.
And Jack kicks to Young. To the middle.
Good D.
Mozgov with the steal.
Under denied.
Irving passes to James. Yes, it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 6 assists now in the game.
Oh, wow. 4 or 5 to start the half. Coming out
pressure up, D.
on fire.
Oh, gosh.
Here's Jack, picked by Bargnani.
Good
no
close
good from
out,
Jack.
Brian.
The Cavaliers
Push it,
trail by
Brian.
3.
That's all you
They've definitely hit their groove offensively.
They sure have, guys. I mean, really aggressive. And I like that posture and mindset. Stay aggressive.
Yeah, you like groove, don't you?
I do. Let's groove tonight, Kevin. As a matter of fact, let's just stay in the attack mode that we're seeing from these guys. They're getting whatever they want.
Smith checked in for James. Bargnani kicks to Ellington.
What's going on,
Buries it from three-point range. Ellington's got 5 points now this quarter.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Love wide open. He fires. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take him long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
Bargnani kicks to Jack. Back to Bargnani. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Cleveland's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc.
Oh,
and
gosh.
stolen by Ellington. And here we go. Fast break. Ellington's got the ball. And that one's good. Bargnani's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
Young's shot is off. The Cavaliers trail by 5. On the wing, Irving. Ellington defending. 14 feet away. And another miss by Cleveland. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Irving with a clean look. Good on the three-point shot.
Kyrie with the steal and the three.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open. Guys, Bargnani was compared to several other international players when he came out. Some said he was Nowitzki. Others thought he might be more like Yao Ming in terms of impact. Ming was the only other player taken 1 overall.
Damn, I didn't have a round 4 pick. That sucks.
Anderson Varejão's checked in for Cleveland. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for Shumpert. And the Nets making a change here as well. Thomas Robinson, he's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. Cavaliers on D. A 2-point game. Feeds to Robinson.
Oh, bullshit.
And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
King rated. Hey, thanks for the follow,
Well, it's a
homie.
big
Welcome
bonus
to the
when you
Merc
get effective
Network.
outside shooting from your big men like these guys over the past 10 games. Second, Kevin Love.
And the value of having a big man who can do what these guys can is that they draw bigger defenders out of the paint. You have to stay with them wherever they go.
And, you know, that opens up some wide lanes and paths to the bucket for their slashers, and they get a lot of room as a result to operate and penetrate. It's a huge benefit having a big fella who can knock down threes.
And he's good on the second.
And last season, the Nets made sure nobody went off against them. They would lose games, but they did a great job of limiting
JR, bruh.
star from taking over.
Nets leading by 3.
Love low-key garbage. Hey.
Now Ellington. He's
You
got
right,
7.
you right. He's pretty straight on here, though.
And Jack kicks
He's
to
good for a few.
Robinson.
Ooh, Lord have mercy.
Rejection by Love.
He's good for a few
Here's the break.
threes.
Here's Irving. That drops, and it comes off
Crazy. Love a double-double every fucking game.
21 points for Kyrie Irving.
Used to be.
Brooklyn's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50%
He will be now, too.
Shooting the
He's
three ball
a
well.
star Cleveland now.
As you mentioned with the Nets, they limited
He ain't been
takeover
healthy.
games,
If he gets
set an
healthy.
NBA record, in fact, Clark, by allowing the fewest
Yeah,
30-point
Kyrie,
scores
you
against
got
them.
Yeah, you know, only Harden and Lillard.
Look what he did with the Timberwolves. Look what he did with the Timberwolves. He had 90 straight double-doubles.
So few in a complete NBA season.
Can't tell me that ain't
years ago,
fucking
bro.
In the strike shortened
A lot of
season, the
years
Knicks
ago.
did it as well.
No, it wasn't. It was, what, 4
And
years
Jack,
ago?
Here we go. Nice D from
I
Varejão.
don't
He's been
know.
wayward and just off on.
Yeah, it was
about
4 years
everything
ago.
he's put up
He's
in
played
this
with
And the jam
LeBron
by
for
J.R.
2.
Smith.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish.
Nah, he came with
Yeah, you know,
Braun
that's what we call
first season.
seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read.
No, he didn't.
on how that play was
LeBron.
gonna
Kevin Love
develop
got drafted to
and where the
Memphis.
ball was
His
going.
draft
That's
rights got
stuff
traded
that
to fucking
oftentimes can't teach
the
well.
Timberwolves. He played for the
And that was
Timberwolves
key,
for all them
bringing
years.
you the
Killed it,
closer on the
averaging.
big-time
He was
play.
like 50 points a game with 25 rebounds, just dominating down
Bargnani, a
low.
screen on Irving.
And then
Here's
he
Robinson.
became a free agent
That one
and he
goes on
went
the
to
bounce.
Cleveland.
Last touch by
He got
Varejão.
traded.
For the Cavaliers.
Remember that Cleveland sent them young boys over there to free cap.
Oh yeah, he traded Andrew Wiggins and all of them. That's right.
He came first year when Barr came back.
Bogdanovich comes in for Wayne Ellington, and it's Larkin in for
Jerry.
That's right.
And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it.
Big ass back up
kind
in
of
this.
slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
And the Nets making a change here. Lopez is checked in. Taken away by Williams. And Smith with a clear path to the hoop. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Up by one, finally.
And 5 lead changes so far.
Yeah, it's really been a bit of a tug of war. Back and forth we go.
And guys, neither team
guard
has been
Brook
able
Lopez, my damn self.
Larkin kicks to Robinson. And the layup falls. Robinson's got
And
5
Love
points
can
down
be
the
a
court.
beast when they're when healthy.
Right there working
They can still jump.
One setting the screen and the other using it.
He hella old, so he can't move around as quickly as he used to. But I respect people like Kevin Love or Camilla Anthony. Yeah,
to the
strong,
right wing.
Why Anthony though, boss?
Jefferson kicks to Williams, and it's
Can you hear me?
Yeah, he can. Should be able to.
Why Camilla Anthony? You don't see him as like a crybaby or a poor sport.
That's on Brook
There
Lopez.
are players who are just getting old. Yeah, like they put the time in. They got the miles on the tires.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Nets.
Fantastic passing.
Melo is a bit of a diva. I guess just like.
Yeah, Melo's a huge diva in my opinion.
But dude can score that ball though.
Big points from outside.
That he
And
can.
Gordon checked in for Cleveland.
And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role. Didn't let the move bother him and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
The Cavaliers trail by.
They could have been champions or at least MVPs if it weren't for players like LeBron or Jordan. Yeah, or Kobe.
It's Williams with the drive.
I say Jordan didn't play in their time era.
Or Nash.
They were all over him, and he still managed to drain.
Steve Nash was before their time, kind of too. Because Nash was winning MVPs and like, Love was winning MVPs and Nash was winning MVPs in like 01, 02, and Love came from UCLA. And I think 03, and Melo came from Texas in 03 with LeBron because he was in the same draft class. It was D-Wade, Melo, LeBron. There was a shitload of stars that came out of that 03 draft
There's
class.
so many players who had the potential and tangibles and at least the hella
You know what? You're right.
at least hella goats.
Hang on to the lead for any kind of
Oh
time.
yeah, easy.
And that's already resulted in
Yeah.
7.
Damn, I'm fucking up. I'm hitting the wrong damn button. Good D-Mo. Good D-Mo.
Here come the Cavaliers.
Hell, I can't think of the player what his name was, but the dude who was supposed to be the best point guard to ever play the game didn't even make it to his first fucking college game. He got killed. I can't think of what his name, dude, but he was like the most highest recruited player in history, and he got killed.
Robinson's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
There's like a 30 for 30 on him and everything.
Larkin dishes to Lopez.
Who that was?
And all around the rim that time before dropping
Yeah, I
in.
can't think of his name either. There's like a 30 for
The
30 on
so-called
him and everything.
legends fucking up the NBA and making super teams and shit.
Yeah,
the
see,
NBA
I agree with that
to
100%. They
low-key
should have done
right
that.
now. Like the Denver Nuggets, Camilla Anthony, or
Lopez has
Allen
got
Iverson.
16 points.
Yeah, super
2
teams
for 1
now.
opportunity here if they want it.
And no
Definitely.
doubt, Kevin, if I'm them,
I mean, yeah, think about Iverson did it with Mutombo and a bunch of
Down
no-names.
low.
Damn, I
Lopez
ain't
with the steal.
Bro, I
Shot
hate when I
clock
try to
separated by
pass to
5.
somebody and it passes
Larkin
to
kicks
the wrong
Bogdanovich.
fucking person.
Misses from close range.
It's so stupid.
oh, that's terrific defense there.
I was
That's
not
how
angling that way
protect
at
the rim.
all. Like, for real.
Love outside. In the corner, it's Jefferson.
I said a pick for his old ass.
Back to Love.
Oh,
Robinson
Love,
with the
you
block.
fucking suck.
Young
Fucking suck.
off the mark. We're at the end of the third, and we've still
Even
got a
fucking
close
Chris
one.
Mullins.
Nets lead by 1. It's the NBA
You know who
on
Chris
2K
Mullins was?
Sport.
Yeah, he was decent. He's an announcer now.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth
But
quarter.
like with these damn super teams nowadays, it makes people raise their bar or like their gameplay. You know, like,
but if you think about it, Chris Mullins came from a defensive era, so he'd be good in today's basketball because they don't play defense. Because Chris Mullins had a shot, left him open, he was sinking it. And with the way they play defense now, you leave everybody open. So I think a lot of the old school players might actually do good because they play both ways. A lot of these new kids don't play both ways.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting two.
There's some defense played out there.
You throw
some defensive
Ron
games,
Artest on anybody from the Golden State Warriors, they're gonna fucking stumble.
Cavs are one of the top teams.
I'm saying Ron Artest, not Meta World Peace. Fucking Ron Artest, the dude who would throw elbows and bows and shit. The dude who would go in the crowd and beat up fucking fans.
Hey, I remember. I watched that game. I was watching that game.
Dude, I was a Detroit fan. I was watching that
game
too.
I fuck with Ben Wallace. That was my dude.
I've always fucked with. I fuck with all the Detroit teams because my family's from Michigan. So I fuck with all the Michigan teams.
Well, Lopez has been great.
Dude, Ron Artest was the truth at defense.
He's collected only add to his impressive stat line.
Whether he's picking someone's pocket or picking off a pass, he has been a disruptive force out on the floor.
He's on some roids or something.
Man getting every rebounds, pivoting on people and scoring and shit, getting and ones and shit. Like, bro,
set your defense up there.
I did. I said to play them tight.
They ain't playing them tight or none.
Alright, James, bro.
Brooklyn's gone past the
I gotta
three-point line.
get a shot
13 of their shots. 6 of 13.
LeBron got that late shot.
Shumpert against Jack. Looking to end his cold spell.
Damn.
Oh, and that one had the right
Jack
spin on it, and it is good.
I want to see somebody like Anthony
Is this guy special or what?
draw with a ring and be useless. He makes two teams.
I think if Anthony goes to the Rockets, I don't think the Rockets are gonna lose.
From deep LeBron.
James Harden, he's gonna take him to a fucking ring. James Harden's the best offensive player in the league right now.
Gets to the rim for two with the D all
Who is?
over him.
Now that's how
James Harden, hands down, best offensive player in the league right now.
And be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Probably. And, bro, it looked like he barely be trying sometime out there too.
Just
though.
about 1.5
But
minutes.
if you think about it, if he would have stayed with the team that drafted him, think about Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, James Harden.
4 points now in the quarter.
Those are three players they drafted.
Where if he takes it, he makes it.
And then you throw who was the defense? Serge Ibaka, who they drafted. Wasn't nobody going in the paint with Serge in the paint.
Brook Lopez
Dude,
got 5 fouls.
They would be fucking unstoppable.
Specifically sought after by his coach, Dave Blatt. Remember, Mozgov was a favorite of his from when Blatt
Might as well join the Celtics or the Lakers. You talking about Melo?
Mozgov and Blatt with a close
Nah, he's gonna
connection
join the
from
Rockets.
international play.
He already said
Mozgov was
it.
a big part of taking home a bronze medal. Remember Clark back in 2012 with Blatt?
Yeah, exactly. In Russia, and now again with the Cavs, Mozgov is showing that Blatt has great confidence and trust
Shit out
in
of
his
here.
ability, and that's
Good D, Moscow.
Here's LeBron.
That's his 4th foul. I'm sure he recognizes the situation because number
Jefferson
5
got his 4th
would
foul.
put him in a rough, tough spot.
Richard Jefferson.
No, it's Hollins Jefferson on their team.
No idea.
Went to Bron. I got taken to the paint. And then get Brook Lopez big ass out. Gosh.
6 to shoot. Soft touch off the glass.
He made it though.
James has got
Damn, down by 1.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup.
Watch, they're
right
going to
there.
be
Just too much of an
a
advantage
Champions
in terms of the
Award
mismatch.
called the greatest players
And the
to
thing
never
about
win a
LeBron
ring.
James, he's really done a nice job
Who's
of
that?
reshaping his game.
He said, watch, there's going to be a
Every
Champions
veteran
Award
goes
called
through
the
losing
greatest
a
players to
little
never
speed
win a
and
ring.
quickness. The great ones
I can see
compensate
that.
by getting stronger and
I don't see why they ain't got them anybody from the NBA in the fucking Big Three competition for the $1 million. Iverson's got a team.
Has been the case.
But just think, like Allen Iverson would fit that category, you know.
Talking about the strength of
Never won a
LeBron
ring.
now. We saw Michael Jordan do this.
Iverson had no way to help him win a ring.
They paid a lot of attention to the body as they got older, and thus they
lost to the Pistons.
Samuel
Dallenberg.
Dallenberg.
They look more physical.
Exactly.
He wasn't no good.
And altered their games a
He was
bit.
all-star.
Not nearly as high flying.
He wasn't no
Just as
Mutombo.
potent and as effective.
Let's catch up with Doris from the
Iverson,
sideline.
Hey, Kevin,
I'm so
during
sorry.
that
Man,
break,
Mutombo.
Lionel
You can see him
Hollins,
play,
as he
dude.
addressed his
Bro,
team,
remember
You talking
Mutombo
about-
versus
gave his guys the
Shaq?
green light to keep firing
Dude,
from
you talk
downtown,
about.
telling
I
them,
remember
listen,
Barkley
I
versus
know what
Shaq.
you're doing out there. Keep
Charles
finding
Barkley
those gaps
versus
on the
Shaquille
perimeter.
O'Neal is the
They're
best
giving us
fucking
a
rivalry
shot.
ever. When he threw that basketball at his head, dude, oh my god.
Just think, they're like commentating together now, like, you know, like
They
making
hate
money,
each other now.
making jokes with each other. Like, you ever see some of this shit? Like, they put like their heads on different things and shit.
Yeah.
Stupid shit. Like,
Barkley was a very underrated player too. A lot of people don't understand how good Charles Barkley was.
And just a step
everybody
ahead
knows how good
of
it
the D
was.
in that.
I don't think so.
LeBron on Jordan, people like Nate Robinson and Allen Iverson weren't ever going to win a ring, or at least not be
Why
finals
is Nate
MVP.
Robinson even being talked about?
Because
He
of
was
people
not good. He was an
overshadowed him.
off the bench player.
Yeah, Nate Robinson, Allen Iverson weren't ever going to win a ring. Yeah, man.
Possession there, making the pass.
They did get overshadowed,
Nice
though.
Cavaliers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. LeBron kicks to Irving.
Oh, you ready
Irving
for
for
the
three.
devil?
James picking up the
Yeah,
assist.
about
You
to.
ready for the devil,
James
man?
has got
Fourth quarter.
assists tonight.
Ready for the
And with
devil?
that three, his second of the half.
No, nigga, like what? No.
Again, the miss by Jack.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up.
Oh my
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they
J.R.
got the look
Smith
they
just
wanted.
got
And
rejected.
really,
Got rejected.
I like
Timothy
the
Miles
movement
got
and
on the block.
communication there.
Come on, we gotta make this shit count, man.
Lopez passes to Jack. Lopez sets a screen for Jack. Back to Lopez.
Good D, Bron.
Can't get it to go.
Good D, Bron.
Good D by James. The feed to Shumpert. And a
Get him!
feed leads to a monster jam.
Let's go.
Well, that pass.
Wanna know something hilarious? What's up,
Yeah,
man?
nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Better be funny.
Jack against Irving.
Good D, Kyrie.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
No, sir.
And that one
Damn.
by Lopez.
You know, as soon as he recognized
I'm
the height
13.
mismatch, he
Oh,
immediately
word.
pulled up for the
Good for
jump.
you, man.
And Greg, that's just good.
Is that who we've been talking to?
basketball. Come on,
Yeah.
good basketball there. Clean look from that range.
LeBron for 3.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter
Hey, at least you
who's been
spelled
on
all your words
he's been giving
relatively
them minutes.
correctly. I think you spelled everything correctly.
And here is Jack. At the top of the key, Lopez.
Just
Damn,
like your
so this
English
kid
teachers.
didn't get to see. This kid didn't get to see.
Ball movement by
He didn't even
Brooklyn.
get to see the Pistons. He didn't even get to see Ben Wallace play.
Nah, so
What the fuck?
Hey, he may see highlights. You know, he may.
He been
may
over
be-
here talking. He ain't got to see no good basketball players. He ain't got to see good basketball.
Terrible pass.
He ain't got to see any good sports, good football, anything. He's seen all the bullshit.
He may have.
Like he's only been alive to see the Patriots dominate. That's it. Like he don't remember the Rams or shit like that.
From Ellington.
Just like we don't remember the Niners and all the Cowboys dynasty and all that.
Dog, you realize the last
Jordan
Cowboys Super
Bargnani. James
Well, nah,
dishes
Jordan
Monster.
played my whole life.
For 3.
Jordan was drafted in
LeBron
what,
for 3.
89?
James has got 8 points in the quarter.
When was Jordan was drafted in 85.
He said, "Ha for real, but I stay on my sports. But I know it all."
Oh no, we ain't dogging you, little man. We just throwing jokes.
Clearly, it's about
That's good though. That you know your shit, man. That's impressive.
got to
Yeah,
close
believe
out.
that. You cool
fast
people, man.
Anybody who
Appreciate
knows
you tuning
sports
in.
can hold it.
Irving with the ball.
And
Anybody who
bullshitting
knows
on.
sports
Jack
can hold a
defending
good conversation.
in the corner.
Good
Smith with it.
conversation.
Launches it.
J.R. Smith, I promise I'm gonna
You
trade
can
him,
talk about
man.
sports to a complete stranger and have one of the best conversations you've ever had.
Outside Jack.
Yeah.
He feeds
Bro,
it to
I need to
Bargnani.
trade. Ooh, Moscow being the fuck up out here.
And Shumpert kicks
Crank
to
kick that, bro.
And he bangs it
Remember when
home.
he got Blake Griffin? He got yammed out by Blake Griffin, and then his career was just like over.
Once he
Timothy
came up
Mozgov, you
right
remember
with the
that?
steal, he went straight on
Not
the
really.
attack.
He got posterized by Wade Griffin in his career.
Bargnani in the
Don't let
corner.
them set up the defense.
I know LeBron's better than
I can't
Jordan.
believe he's on that game.
The Cavaliers.
He said, and I know LeBron's better than Jordan.
Smith outside.
Oh my God.
My homie here,
Mozgov kicks to Smith.
he would
Drops in the tray.
defer.
Why is LeBron better than Jordan? Can you explain that?
Brooklyn's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots.
Have you seen? I want you to do me a favor, little man. Go look up the 30 for 30 called the Bad Boys.
Going to the basket.
Cleveland's got 8 shots off from 3-point
Go watch
line
the
and
30 for 30 called the Bad Boys. There was a rule: if Jordan hit the paint, you punched him in the face. And that's how Jordan was better than LeBron. LeBron never got punched in the face trying to throw a layup.
Bro, that shit is illegal.
It wasn't when Jordan was playing. That's the whole. That's the whole reason Jordan's better. They were playing physical ball, and you know anybody who can play physical ball.
Well, if you want to do that in the NFL, let's go back to Lombardi in them days with the leather helmets and shit.
Yeah, I agree. Them football players are twice as good as. Them football players are twice as mean and twice as good as these players nowadays. I'd have loved to watch them old 70s and 80s football players. Well, yeah, not twice as good.
Go up against Derrick Henry out there.
Hey, I'd pay to see some. I'd pay to see Mike Singletary go up against Derrick. I think Mike Singletary light his ass up.
Yo, Derrick Henry.
Zach Thomas, I guarantee you, Zach Thomas will lay his ass out. That's
Not
5'9"
really. I
motherfucker.
was just being a dick. Jordan's way better by stats and everything else. Word.
Stats don't mean shit, man.
Stats means a lot, bro.
Nah.
It means how much you've done in your career, respectively.
Okay, if that's the case, JJ Redick's the best college basketball player of all time. He's got the most points.
Well, there you go. That's your opinion.
No. You said
Ask me
stats
who.
mean a
Ask
lot.
me. Yeah. I don't know who the greatest college basketball player is. I ain't never followed that shit that closely. So,
but JJ Redick has the most points. That's because he only shot fucking threes.
Yeah,
there was a game where JJ made like 15 or 20 threes. It's like, what the fuck? He had no inside game at all.
It was just a shootout.
Out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
The only reason Duke didn't win the championship was because he missed 2 threes.
Jordan averaged way more points, had way more rings, and Jordan also played when everything was simple and there was no super team and it was all so simple. Jordan played more aggressive.
Left here in the fourth quarter.
Man,
I don't know about more aggressive, man.
Like,
Jordan was a ball
I did
hog.
recently see some Jordan clips on social media, man. That man was like, his blocks and stuff, the steals, the rips he'd make, like, that dude was like a scorpion almost or some shit.
See, I like defense, man. The defensive players on that Bulls team was fucking Rodman and Pippen.
He was just lean, you know, like
they were the defense. The kids nowadays don't realize how much of a baller Dennis Rodman really was. Like, they just see him. They just see him with these tatted up. Like, I bet you half these kids don't even know he played. Half these kids don't even know who Dennis Rodman is, dog. Guaranteed. They're gonna say, "Oh yeah, that's Kim Jong-un's buddy, the dude with all the weird fucking hair and all the piercings." No, that's the greatest rebounder in basketball history.
I'm sure people know how great homie's been. It's like Barkley.
The sheer volume of 3 pointers was the deciding factor tonight.
Yeah, they stink.
Whatever happened to Robin Lopez?
They do it again.
LeBron has everything handed to him, and Jordan never flopped. 24/7.
That's true. That's very true. That's one reason I don't like LeBron is his acting.
I do.
Just play.
Especially because they're going to get
He
together 3 more
played
times this season,
for the
Greg.
Spurs
You
and the
love to get an
Pistons.
opponent figured out early, and you're going to be
He
seeing
played
them
for the
that
Spurs and
often.
Pistons.
Rodman didn't play for the Spurs. Rodman played for the Pistons and Bulls.
Game it was for James. There wasn't much they could do to slow him
But by
down
12
as he
now,
was converting
40
every
seconds
good
ago.
chance.
Rodman didn't really get good until, well, no, he was a part of the Bad Boys.
And the Bulls never
And for Brook
averaged a
Lopez,
ridiculous amount of
disappointing
points.
start to last season. The season before, he had played
They did
over
win
17
60-something
games, so he
games in
wanted
a
to make
season.
an impact
There
right
is,
off the bat.
there is. Not every game shootouts. Like the team plays, the Bulls. It's
The
gonna
only
be in the
reason,
the total scores.
the only reason, yeah. Well, that's because they played defense back then, man. That's why they
No,
were
I'm talking
on like
about
80
now.
point
I'm talking
games.
about now. With Jimmy
Like,
Butler in
if a
there?
team, yeah, but no, if a team was to score like 100 points back in the day, that was fucking amazing because they played defense.
Well,
You know what I mean?
I don't.
Bogdanovich comes in
I
for
think they
Wayne
scored
Ellington.
more than that.
Now-
They had
like
people like
nowadays-
Ray Allen in them, bro. Which was Bird out there.
Well, Larry Bird, you want to talk about threes?
Not
Larry
Larry.
Bird was
Yeah.
Larry Bird was the original man. That man averaged more points than LeBron in the
Puts
playoffs.
up the baby hook. No
Tristan
good.
Thompson.
Some
I'm
solid
gonna trade
defense
this
from Robinson.
dumbass too.
It's the
I'm
Nets
surprised
now.
you still got him. That was
Yeah,
such
I
a
just
wasted
be-
draft pick for them.
I just be trying to
Yeah,
play.
that's
Like,
fairly
I ain't
obvious.
trying
I'd
to
say
do
that's a
diplomatic
really
stuff.
good assumption on your
See, I
part.
build my teams, man.
Young
Fuck
from
that. That's why I like NFL head
simulate
coach
your
is probably the
shit.
greatest.
It's hauled in by Gordon.
Because I get my team ready.
I play all my teams. Like everything's earned.
Fires
I don't
the
simulate it all. I play all the home games,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
he's always
The
airball.
Cavaliers taking the win here.
Bad shot.
A confident win and one where they clearly showed
Yeah, I
the
play all the
greater
home
effort.
They
games.
certainly put on a good show here at
He
home.
did play for the Spurs.
They
Look
had
it
the
up.
edge
And the
extra
Lakers and the
little bit of
Mavericks. Look it
And
up.
time now to go
That's what he
courtside
said.
as we send you over to
Rodman?
Dennis Burke from the side.
Yeah, I think Rodman did float around after the Bulls broke up.
Yes, I'm
I think
here
he did
with
float
Kevin
around
Love,
for a
and
while.
Kevin, a very big effort to
I
come
didn't know
away
that.
with this
After
game.
the- after
What
the
does it
band
mean to the
broke up.
resiliency
You want to talk
of this
about it?
team
You want to talk
to
about a
win
fucking
like
down low
this?
team? The Spurs with David Robinson and fucking Tim Duncan when Tim Duncan was fresh.
Yeah,
Coming
but-
out of Wake
yeah.
Forest.
Another thing, like,
Dude,
the Bulls
that
had how
started
many?
a
Days off,
fucking
Kevin. Great
that started a
job,
fucking
guys.
dynasty
Back
that
to
people
you.
go
All right,
unrealized,
Dennis, great
dude.
job. Thanks
Spurs
so
with
much.
Duncan and Robinson
Thank you for
and
joining us. That'll do it for now.
Popovich. That was a
For Greg
goddamn
Anthony,
dynasty. They
Clark
won
Kellogg,
5
and
rings.
Doris
Think
Burke.
about that.
This is Kevin
That
Harlan
team won
saying
5 rings.
thank you
The
for watching the
Bulls, though,
NBA
like they
presented
had
by
like
2K
4
Sports.
all-century
And now the
players
award-winning
on
Ernie
their
Johnson
team.
will take it from
All
here.
The Bulls
decades.
didn't get good till Phil Jackson
2K
started
Sports
coaching them
postgame
and brought that
show.
fucking defense. That's why the Lakers are good. Phil Jackson.
They had Kobe and Shaq too.
Many
Yeah,
thanks,
but they also
Kevin.
needed
So
a
now we
coach.
move on to
Just
our
like
Jordan player of the game.
Just like Jordan needed a coach. He had
LeBron
Phil
James.
Jackson. Phil
Talk
Jackson
about
was the
lighting
truth.
said,
Phil Jackson was the Bill Belichick
Word, that
basketball.
was just
He
huge.
said, I'm
and
a
the
Dennis
impact
Rodman
carried
fan
them
for
through the
sure. I
entire
love
game.
Dennis Rodman,
Ton
no
of his points were
homo.
coming inside
Yeah,
tonight.
for sure,
It
yeah.
really speaks to how aggressive
You know,
he
and
was
he's
in
a-
his
tell
game.
he's young 'cause he
and
says
There was
no
a
homo.
path to the hoop. He
And
was
he's a
packed.
diplomat
Love
for
that kind of mindset in
America.
a backcourt or a wing.
North Korea.
He had a
I
sensational
guess you
night.
can
Kinda.
say that.
I
I
mean,
think he's just.
for my
Yeah, I think he's just a
team.
Government-
friend.
If you're shooting
but-
over
And the
60%,
government had to
you're
clear
playing
it all.
small.
They had to
You're
get him
being
over
aggressive.
there.
You're
Cause I
creating
like he could
opportunities.
just take a Delta
he's
flight
trying to get
over
him. He's
there.
trying to get him to play a basketball game over
And
there
that'll
and
do
shit.
it for our
Like what the
broadcast. I
fuck?
hope you
Bro.
enjoyed the show.
I
for me
think
and
Kim
Kenny
Jong
Smith,
Un, bro, like he
Shaquille O'Neal,
inherited
Kevin
that
Harlan,
shit,
and
and like
the
he's more of a
entire
modern
2K
type
Sports
person.
crew.
Like he's our age,
Have
you
a
feel me?
wonderful evening.
And he was like, I don't want to deal with this shit. I gotta go kill my uncle now because he done snitched on me or try to take the throne. You're like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got no
What you talking
water.
about, Kim?
Yeah,
You talking
when
about Kim?
he took power, he killed his uncle because he was.
Yeah, that's how he took power.
No, his father died. His
Oh,
father
I thought
died
he
to
killed him.
No,
I thought he killed him.
He said it was a plot. He said he had they discovered a plot that his uncle was trying to take power or some shit, like in a coup, like a secret coup that was developing. And so he had his head chopped off, and some of his top generals too. So it happened like it was like
They
within
think
a
people,
year
they
after he
think
took
people
power.
in America got it bad. They chopping people's heads off over there, dog.
I mean, shit, we
Just because.
so we putting people under the needle and shit. What's the difference? They dying. We got people on death row. We execute
Yeah, but not
women
not
too.
for the same shit.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
God damn, you steal
I
over
love
there, you get your
basketball.
hand cut
That's
off.
what's up,
Think
man.
about that.
You got
You steal over there, you get your hands cut off.
Even though this is 2K16, I will be getting 2K19 when it drops. Believe
You
that.
lying motherfucker.
Hey, no, I'm getting this shit. I'm getting this
Oh, I'm gonna
basketball.
beat you,
This
bro.
shit.
You know how many games finna drop. Shut your ass.
4 games. That's all I'm getting to the end of the year. Madden, Red Dead, Battlefield, and 2K. I'm done.
I got WWE, Red Dead, Madden, NASCAR.
That's about $240, $50.
Fuck that. Catch them when they on sale.
Gotta be $268 to be exact. With tax after this.
Okay, that's a week's worth of work. You can do that each month.
It's not even a week, bro. It's about a day.
Exactly. What the fuck you bitching about?
I'm just saying how much it's gonna be, man. I ain't bitching about it. That's how much 4 games is gonna be. I'm just saying. I average 15.5 points for my. Alright, homie said I average 15.5 points in my varsity basketball team. 0.8 steals, 3.4 assists. Solid, bro. I guess that's start for a varsity team. I'm guessing middle school or a freshman team or something. You probably starting. You probably out there balling. Man, keep your head in them grades, homie. Shit, go to college of your choosing.
Fuck that.
Find you a nice educated nurse or something. Or a pharmacist.
Hey man, LeBron didn't go to college. Remember that.
You say I'm only 4'11". Oh Lord, what? You like, hey, I hate you.
You classified as a midget, little dude.
I mean, he's 13, so really he ain't adult to be classified yet. So.
Preteen. Watch, he gonna hit his growth spurt. He gonna be like 7'2".
Fire in the hole. God damn it. Let's see, we're about to play the Washington Wizards next. Middle school, 7th grade. That's what's up, man. Don't get no girls pregnant.
If you do, you better take care of that goddamn kid. Don't walk out of his life. My bad.
Hey, yep. What he said.
Shit. 1 Ford Thunderbird Winston Cup roller and NASCAR Busch Cup roller.
Let me take that damn voice shit off. That's how I remember it. What'd you say, man?
They selling NASCAR cups on Facebook for $2,500 NASCAR cup cars, like rolling chassis.
I'm playing on Superstar too, so everybody know. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't no All-Star Pro. I've been playing on Superstar.
Cup rough roller painted in Rusty Walls color, $2,500. 1990s.
Okay.
5-inch car, white paint, rough roller, quick change, 6-piston Willwood. Shit.
I'm about to play the
They don't make
410.
them no more.
How you trade on them? Trade. I'm trying to get.
I love getting ripped and making trades.
Honestly, I'm gonna do that shit later. About to play the 410. It's like the new badge I can still do a pitch. Strip. Maybe more outfits for juice. See pricing changes. Solid EC. Let's do chemistry. Hey, King Rated, you playing college ball? Or you trying to be an astronaut?
Did he say he wanted to be an astronaut? Did I miss that whole conversation? What the fuck?
Oh man, I just asked.
Oh, I was like, I missed that whole conversation right there.
See you later. I gotta go. All right, homie, take it easy, man.
All right, little man.
Have a good day, bro. I'll be here tomorrow. Same time.
Yes, sir. Come back. We'll preach to you. Call it Merc Network Therapy. You feel me?
Get out of here.
The Merc Network Therapy session. Come on in, people. We'll talk to you.
Yes, I want to go to Oregon Ducks for sure. Man, be out there dripping.
He just want to go to Oregon for them uniforms. Man, if you want to go to a place for uniforms, dog, you need to go to Maryland, because that's where the dude from Under Armour graduated from. That's why they get all them wild uniforms, because he graduated from there. Damn, what are the odds of that? I got 2 fucking goalies under the age of 20 that are franchise players. Hold up, I gotta fulfill an order real quick.
Looking at power forwards. Keep them score. IQ's terrible. No physicality. Scourging scouting report. My next report, who shall we target? Show me some more. Let me see some centers. I'm gonna try to bring the center back. Let's see what tower level should we target. Two first rounders. I should have next report ready for review in a few weeks. Alright, cool. Alright, good meeting. Dream College, and yeah, I'll be here next stream, hopefully with more people. Hey, appreciate that, man. Take it easy, bro. Let's see. That's gonna get that, going against the Washington Wizards.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
The NBA season is in high gear, and we are so glad to have you here with us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. My companions are Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Our game tonight featuring the Cleveland Cavaliers as they go up against the Washington Wizards. And guys, for the Wizards, relative to last season, their record at this point, not quite up to par. They're looking for answers, looking for improvement as the season continues. Well, it was kind of a rough start to his NBA coaching career last year for David Blatt, but he stuck with it. Cavs turned things around, started winning. You heard fewer and fewer complaints about his style. Shaq, what do you think about the job he's doing with the Cavs?
Well, you know, he's successful now, and that's one word comes to mind, winning. You know, he's been winning overseas. He has a lot of championships overseas, but you know, when you win early, solves everything.
Hey, man, where the face cam.
Every team goes through ups and downs. He was very fortunate
actually disabled right now, unfortunately.
Those trades that they made last year really propelled them into the NBA Finals and gave LeBron James a lot of help. Unfortunately, the injuries kind of shut him down and gave him a true chance to win the title. But very fortunate and very good at the same time.
You know, and this team here, I mean, there are times where Kenny, you and I don't see eye to eye, or Shaq, you and Kenny.
We'll be back up tomorrow. Should be back up tomorrow.
It just comes with the territory. Things aren't always rosy all the time.
Well, I mean,
how you been, Austin?
Shaq and I never see eye to eye because he's taller than me.
Oh, that is so good.
And also, we never see eye to eye because I'm cross-eyed.
That's really funny too. Yeah, that's hilarious. Here's Kevin Harlan.
Shaq and Kenny. Ernie.
A chance to look around and see all the sights and sounds that downtown Cleveland has to offer. On the road, looking for a win against an Eastern Conference rival. The Washington Wizards are ready for this thing to get started. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA and all its great action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. The injury to John Wall, that really is the big news here.
Kevin, he went down in the last game, but it appears as though it's only a short-term loss because he's expected to be back soon.
And that's what the report says anyway. They don't think it's anything too serious.
This man got a mohawk.
Washington's starting group. Nene and Gortat team up in the paint. Bradley Beal is out there with Ramon Sessions. And it's Dudley in at the small forward. Beal A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Beal's got the game going here with the first basket for the Wizards.
I'll tell you what, guys, Bradley Beal, a devastating long-range shooter. Effortless and smooth, textbook mechanics. When he gets in the rhythm from behind the arc, lights out, baby, lights out.
Now, here is Irving.
It takes
really
oh, come on.
Brooklyn in his last
right there, bro. Right there in the hoop.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
I spoke briefly with Randy Whitman. Team rebounding is something he stressed to his side, and rightfully so when you face a player that gobbles up the glass like Kevin Love. He told me that Love rebounds at an unreal rate, and his side can't take any mental breaks when it comes to boxing out on the defensive end. Love's numbers validate that clear, guys.
Thank you, Doris.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
And on the topic of Bradley Beal, he's not just prolific from deep. He's also improved his three-point accuracy every year.
Get out.
Last year, he was about 41%, Greg, from beyond the arc.
And the thing about Bradley as well, as great as he is at shooting the triple, he's also got a refined game. He's an attacker of the rim. He's improved his ball handling and passing. He's really becoming a complete player.
Here's Irving following the basket by Nene. Outside jumper. The dish to Love. Shot clock at 6. The shot's good from Irving.
We can make that.
Had to make me a sandwich.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter.
Need that.
Sessions against Irving. And Sessions kicks to Nene. There's a screen by Gortat. Back to Nene.
Shit. Man, it's slow, though.
The Wizards need to get a shot off here.
Mozgov is slow.
Another miss by Gortat.
I guess even
he's a big white boy. What you expect?
He's slower than usual, it feels like.
And Shumpert kicks to James.
You're tired.
It's the start of the game.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes of play. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Long season.
LeBron James, by many surveys, and no surprise here.
His ankle at the tip off or something.
I mean, the highest paid player in the league. And you know what? He deserves it. This guy has really carried the mantra as the face of our game.
Put him in training and work on his speed. His athleticism.
Also delivers when it matters.
Good training on him.
Now here's Sessions. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
Got some warm, sweet tea. That's not nasty.
Beal with it. Gortat with the screen for Beal. Goes up to the top of the key. Misses off the right iron. Now, we're moving it up. Irving's got the ball.
Ooh. Oh, son. Come on, man.
And typically, he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Nene, right side. Here's Sessions, and it's Beal in the corner. Beal with another miss.
Slow it down.
Cavaliers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Dishes it to Shumpert. Feeds it to Mozgov. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Mozgov's got his first basket of the night.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Damn, I should have seen how many points and rebounds Brook Lopez had.
And Mozgov comes to help. Trying to get back on track. And another miss by Washington.
His touch is disappearing on him this quarter.
He
just hasn't been able to get it going.
Little unstoppable.
And on the way from Irving for 3. Sessions with the rebound. Wizards trail by 4. Nene outside. There's the pass to Beal. He feeds it to Sessions. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Sessions against Irving. And that's a foul called on Ramon Sessions. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think you got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position.
You can hear my roommate take off in that Corvette. It's like,
on the wing, Irving. He's covered by Sessions. Fires it up. Another miss by Irving.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that.
You're a horrendous coach.
Shumpert against Dudley. Love kicks to Mozgov. Pass to Shumpert. Can't get it to go. Gortat with the defensive effort. Beal dishes to Sessions. Sweet little floater. Sessions has got 5.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they were bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
And those mid-season trades for the Cavs really turned things around.
That was, thank you, sir. May I have another?
Secured that 2 spot. Gave this team an incredible edge defensively.
They had Chris Humphries and shit.
For the Cavaliers,
Bradley Beal, Sessions.
And Smith subbed in for Shumpert. And a change for the Wizards. Chris Humphries has checked in for Nene. LeBron kicks to Thompson.
Taking these points.
It down.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example. Knowing where each other is.
Gortat. Hell no. Yeah, he's out here with a fucking mohawk,
you know, they built the roster to how they play best mid-season. I mean, it was a great job, I think, by the front office to get the players that fit best into the locker room and into the team style of play.
And back and forth we go. That bucket gives
Take
us
off, shall we?
another lead.
Controller bad.
Too many of those to count. These teams have matched each other shot for shot, play for play. It has been impressive.
The drive by James. Gortat with the defensive effort. Beal against Smith. Beal the pass to Sessions. There's a screen by Gortat. Dudley with a screen on Smith. Beal dishes to Dudley.
Good defense.
Gortat with the ball.
Good
Picked
defense.
up by Love. Sessions. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
Now here's Sessions following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Beal's shot is good.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't.
You can get online.
Yep, weren't there
I think I
in
can
time
get online.
enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Now here's Irving. He's had his share of big nights at the offensive end, that's for sure. His scoring average is at 18 points a game.
Only took him a few seconds to answer the 3 ball.
You got the 2K16.
Greg, we've got a 3-point battle taking shape here.
Here is Dudley.
Trying to get run up and done up? What's up?
I'm terrible. I can barely beat the computer.
He kicks it to Sessions. Humphrey sets a pick for Sessions.
Ron and Kyrie go off, though. I know that.
18 feet out. Will not
Good
go.
defense.
This is off the front iron. Cleveland's gone
I'm
long range in the first quarter. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. While we have a break, we can see which teams have made the most of their second chance opportunities over the last 10 games. The Cavaliers 5th.
Really something to see. Their effort on the offensive glass has just led to so many second chance opportunities.
Hold on. Damn, I adjusted this game,
one
bro.
thing about Tristan Thompson, he is an absolute terror on the offensive glass. Was top 5 in that category last year, despite playing less than 27 minutes a game. Does a terrific job with anticipation of the carom and uses his gigantic wingspan to just go up and
use
a terrific motor and nose for the glass.
I'm gonna make something to eat. I'll be back.
1:53 left in the first quarter of the game. In the corner, Smith with it. Thompson against Humphries.
Like a brick wall.
And here's James outside. Another three for Cleveland. 1:33 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Neal. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Toronto. And Temple kicks to Gortat. Shot clock at 6.
Defense. What?
Temple the pass to
Oh,
Gortat.
shit.
And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
I got to re-download 2K.
Gortat's got his
All right,
first
yeah,
basket.
go ahead and do that, man.
Pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
Smith on the wing.
Oh, shit.
Kicks to Bergeron. It's
Atta
good.
boy.
The assist that time from Smith. Bergeron's got it all tied up now for the Cavs. Wizards have gone 8 of 15 from the field,
all
shooting
work
above
together, shall
50%
we?
here tonight. There's the pick. Humphries dishes to Temple. Puts up the baby hook from the left block. Here's Gortat. It's
Good
deflected.
defense, Bergeron. Damn. Tried to slow it down.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And Temple kicks to Gortat. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
It ain't real.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
And Williams, here we go. And that one's
Williams.
good.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
My dog.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you
defense.
better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Damn. What am I going to do about that?
And that does it for the first quarter. Wizards lead by 4. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back
My
in
way out of
just
this
a
hole.
moment. And a chance to hear from Bradley Beal. He came from a football family in St. Louis, but said
Bradley Beal.
Fly like a motherfucker. I
maybe
need
some
to
other
make a
NBA
knee.
players should be practicing with Bradley Beal's mom because she has definitely honed something special into him.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, but I'm not sure
Down
some of the
24-20.
NBA Eagles could handle her trash talking them when she beats them in a game of horse. Bradley's not only got a special J, but he's got a pretty good disposition
Bro, you
too.
wide open, fool. Oh my gosh.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And what stands out to you from Washington in
They
this one?
fuck with me now.
It's just been a long-range battle for them and one that they're winning right now.
Yeah, sharpshooting from deep, a big part of why they're up.
And now brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, down low it's Love and Mozgov. Williams is out there with Gordon, and it's Jefferson in at the small forward position.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting
These
on a
fools
clinic
trying to take off on
share
me.
of the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Irving's checked in. Beal's checked in for Washington. Sessions comes in for Garrett Temple.
Of all the guys you want to leave
go,
open
man.
out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Pass to Humphries.
Who the fuck has got this guy?
There's the feed to Sessions. Pick by Humphries. 5 on the clock. Tries from
Good
10.
defense.
The offensive rebound.
Damn it.
And
Damn.
lots of contact there. Missing the shot.
Should have boxed out.
One on Love.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And for Chris Humphries, last year was a chance to sign with a playoff
Tearing up
contender.
their fucking
The
butt.
Wizards turned out to be even more than that. With
Gotta
a
get that
fourth
crowd
best
into
record
it.
in the East, and Humphries helped them to get there, averaging about 6.5
I see
boards
Kyrie.
per game.
Getting back to Humphries, he was rolling pretty good last season, but a late-season groin injury, Clark, cost him the final 16 games.
Yeah, terribly disappointing for Chris because he had become an important part of that front court rotation. He was up to almost 20 minutes a game before he went down.
The Wizards making a switch here.
All right, Kyrie, time to take over, baby.
And for Kyrie Irving, it had been a long time
Playing
coming.
full
Last
court.
season, he finally played in his first postseason with the Cavs. And up
Good D.
until the unfortunate injury, he certainly made the most of it.
Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's almost like one back.
Back to Mozgov. Moving against Sessions, 11 feet away.
Damn, that was terrible.
Chance effort, and that's 2 points on the layup. Guys back and forth.
A little rusty.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
And think again about the playoffs last year, Clark. They weren't all sunshine and roses for Irving. He had to play through a tough leg injury
straight out of
in the
bounds.
semifinals, and of course the injury in the finals, the fractured kneecap, and he was gone.
Yeah, that was really painful to watch, seeing him go out for the rest of the playoffs with that fractured kneecap. A freak injury, but he'll grow from it and be better.
LeBron's checked in for Cleveland.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
And Beal kicks to the net. That one off the back iron and out.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there.
Oh, no. What a
Nice
pass to
work
LeBron.
forcing that miss.
James with the bucket.
Really just a
Seen him in the
tremendous
cut.
day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Mozgov with the block, and they get it back. And here we go, Shumpert running it up the court.
Kyrie on fast break.
Counted. And it's a 5-point Cleveland lead.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from
Give me that.
inside
Give me
the
that.
paint.
Ah,
Yeah, they
motherfucker.
have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you.
What you doing out here? What you doing out here?
Nene, the screen.
What you doing out here?
Here's Beal.
Good D.
And just
Good D.
miss after miss right now.
Push it.
Yeah, the offense seems completely.
Let's go. Let's go. Kyrie on the switch.
You're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not
A little
prepared
spark
to
there.
trade
My
a
elite
little more
20-year-old.
staunchly than that.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw. Courtesy of Beal. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Randy Whitman was
No,
just
I've got 2
pulling over the
franchise
plan with his
goalies
team.
underneath.
He wants them
20
running a
years old,
disciplined,
so I can afford
organized
to trade him
offense with
away.
an emphasis on setting screens and creating open shots on the floor for their shooters. He also wants them to concentrate on working
Good
at
D,
the
Jay.
offensive end.
A franchise high potential goalie at 84 overall who's 20 years old.
They
I
want
got
those
another
adjustments to have an impact right
franchise
away.
medium
Over to you, Kevin.
potential
Always great to
at
hear from you,
55
Doris.
overall who's
Pass to
18 years
Oubre.
old. The guy just traded away was 20 at 76 overall, and he was an elite prospect, not a franchise goalie. I mean, I kind of made out.
A baseline
5
J,
second picks.
and that's collected by Love. Love's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Careful, guys. Careful with this
And guys,
passing.
one thing that was obvious to me,
Ooh, I seen that.
last year the Wizards really matured as a team. I mean, they played as if they expected to
down.
win instead of a group kind of coming into their own. I thought they just showed a lot more composure and maturity on the court.
Irving for 3.
Oh, shit.
And another 3 for Cleveland.
You know, he's putting on an
Kyrie with the
outstanding
bailout.
offensive display, and he may just be
Went to the
getting
bank for the
warmed up
bailout.
Nene with the screen on Shumpert. Out to the right wing to halt the run. Not as good. The Cavaliers lead cut down
Nene.
now to just 10 on the basket from Nene. As you said, the Wizards did look more mature last year on the floor with their play. They made sure to add veterans to achieve that.
And not just any veteran, but a future Hall of Famer in Paul Pierce. His presence on the team, I think, really is what propelled them to achieve new heights. And it also went beyond just Paul Pierce. That roster had a combined 490 playoff games. And that playoff veteran leadership, I felt, really helped this young core to grow.
Cleveland leading by 11.
Should.
LeBron James on the wing. That three off the mark.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those two in the first quarter.
Nene with the screen on Love. Here's Sessions. Shoots from the baseline. The shot by Nene. No good.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
And the basket good.
And not a great start for him in the
Kyrie
first.
out here making magic.
Starting to turn it around.
And Sessions kicks to Oubre.
He ain't had a game like this all season.
That's in. He's got two made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
You got 17? Nah, he's got 16, man.
Cleveland's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land, 15 points.
No, we got 17 because we both bought it. So I'm looking at it right now.
16.
Ball movement. You put that pass
I got
in the
14 right in front of me, 17 and 18.
I got 14 and 16.
Now here's Sessions. 7 points
I got
in the
all the
game.
Maddens, though.
He dishes it to Beal. To the middle. Moves back up. And that one's good.
Kyrie.
Sessions has got 9.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
James, no good.
Wow.
Wizards trail by 11. Out to the right wing. It's Beal on the wing, guarded by Shumpert. Dudley's shot is good.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
Yeah, I ain't got
And Greg,
17,
especially
man.
when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't
But you
miss too many
downloaded
open
16,
looks
right?
like
2K16.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
And we've all
What, he
seen how
bought it?
dominant Bradley Beal can be, the 3rd overall pick in the
Except if you
2012
download
draft.
it.
He's already had a solid young career, but still plenty of room to grow.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Anderson Varejão's checked in for Love. Thompson comes in for Shumpert. And Mo Williams subbed in for Irving. James in the post, guarded by Porter. Again, James missing. Talking about Bradley Beal's potential, it's not just the shooting, it's also the passing, and you really don't think of him as a passer, but for such a young two-guard, he's extremely unselfish. He averaged over 3 assists a game over the past 2 years.
And the true stars of our game feature versatility.
What is that, man? What was that, Ron?
Upside as a rebounder. I mean, how about getting 7 boards almost a game the 1 year he was in
out of
college? So he understands the importance of impacting other areas. I mean, last season he had his highest steals average of his career, and everything's upside with this young man. The sky's
like
the
excellent point. And here's the fast break. Here's Porter. And Thompson sends it back. And they get it back. And they'll keep possession.
Golly. What is this?
Thompson comes with the double team.
What is this?
That's good.
What is this?
Now just a 4-point Cavalier lead.
And despite the high
sound like an ass
beyond,
whipping.
they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
And trailing in this game, now is not the time to start playing conservative. I mean, if you've got an open look from deep, let it go. I mean, you've got to play freely and with confidence.
Trying to pick and roll, man.
And Temple kicks to Porter. Picked by Humphries. Now the dish to Neal. Wizards passing it around. Picked by Humphries. 6 to shoot. And Neal kicks to Porter. Thompson with the rebound.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Inside, here's Varejão.
And for Varejão, his wild hair and frenetic style long ago earned him the nickname Wild Thing. I mean, diving for loose balls, taking charges, but that energy and enthusiasm.
Tell me how to win. We can play 17, but I'm on 58
different look now for
overall
Cleveland.
and 17.
Jefferson's checked in for James, and Ben Gordon is subbed
Oh,
in
he's
for
talking about
Smith.
his creative dude.
And so Varejao hits them both.
You know, they've changed their game
play
here
in
in the
17?
second, getting a little bit more physical,
Do
playing
I?
with some toughness
Yeah.
now.
And I'm looking for them to
I'm
increase
finna play my
that
zombie.
lead if they can
I'm
keep
finna eat
getting
also.
to the free throw line.
And that one's good by Gortat.
Gotcha.
Well, Greg, you're talking about Varejao. He may play wild, but his production has backed it
You
up.
can try and get your ass with this minute HR 18. I'm all for it.
Rebounds a game.
Yeah, and you know, I don't think he plays that wild. I think he just looks wild. That hair flying all over the place, and he's giving up his body.
That's a
I
good
don't know
point,
if he's
yeah.
And
necessarily
believe
a
that,
wild
in
player
the
as
words of
much
the
as
Merton
he just
Network.
looks and appears to be everywhere at all times.
Here's Temple. It's hauled in by Gordon. Cleveland leading by 9.
Old Ben Gordon out here late this
This
season.
could be the last possession of the quarter.
Can't do that,
I don't
Neil.
think there's any doubt
Can't do
about
that,
it.
bro.
That's exactly what they should have in
Can't
mind
do
here.
that, bro.
I mean, that's a tough break for the
Can't
D.
do
I mean,
that,
he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
The
I don't know
Cavaliers
what
have been
you're doing
excellent
there,
at the
but
free throw
Nightbot
line here
caught you,
today.
though.
A flawless 6 for 6.
Okay, gentlemen.
It's my Nightbot, man. It's,
2 shots.
I don't know. If you type too many messages,
The
it
first one falls.
catches you.
And Cleveland making a change here.
Like, I don't know what she's trying to say.
No good on the second free throw.
Trying to spam your ass.
Tried.
Porter passes to Neal. Porter in the
Hit him
corner.
with the spam. Bam!
They get it again.
Bruh.
Gortat, and it's blocked by Gordon.
Ben Gordon.
And so we conclude the first half. Cleveland ahead, up by
I got
10.
18 too.
And now let's
Oh,
catch
shit.
up with Doris Burke, who's standing by
Got the
on
whole
the sideline.
collection.
Doris?
I got
Hi, Kevin, I'm
18.
here with LeBron James. LeBron,
I ain't gonna
how
play
are you
it,
guys
though.
able to make that?
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what an amazing performance the hometown fans are witnessing here tonight. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. What a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He had 13 points, 3 assists, and 1 rebound. What'd you think, Shaq, about Cleveland?
I don't think anyone expected to see such numbers from the bench. You know, I'm impressed. It was what they needed, the jolt they needed, Ernie. Wow, I never knew their bench. As a matter of fact, I don't even know any of their players coming off the bench. Man, keep going, bench guys.
Kenny, what's your take on Washington so far?
Well, they're facing a very hot team in the first half. I mean, guys are shooting the ball lights out. But you have to do more to get stops. I mean, tough defense is the key. And if you put pressure on the ball and more bodying up down low, that's going to establish more aggressive tone that might shut them down in the second half.
And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game.
Appreciate that.
The second half just about to get going
People
here.
said 19 going,
Well, Irving is
19
simply
going
been
to
great.
be just like
He's got
16.
13 points now and 3 assists as well. The assists have been
Well.
coming for him, along with putting some numbers up from the foul line, too.
Why you asking me all
I
these
love
questions?
the unselfishness and then
Nah, he
also
was
the
just saying,
tremendous focus
yeah.
that's been on display.
And
Yeah, I
on
was
the floor
saying
for
that.
Randy
That's what
Whitman
I
as
heard.
we get into the second half. Nene and Gortat team up in the
Well,
paint.
I
Bradley Beal
heard
is out there
that
with
if you
Vermont
threw
Southern,
it, your
and it's
mama's a
Dudley in at the
hoe.
3 slot. Here's Nene. Shot is off. And Cleveland will
I
come the
love
other
that.
way.
Whoever threw it, your mama's a hoe.
What you gonna do?
Outside Irving. No one.
Whoever
What
threw
you wanna
it,
do, huh?
your
What
mama's
you
a
wanna-
hoe.
Good, and the assist
What
goes
you
to
wanna do?
Irving.
What you wanna do?
Irving's got his 4th assist in this one. Wizards trail by 15.
Great.
And Sessions kicks to Dudley.
I'm finna go make some.
Over to the wing. Feeds to Gortat. Dishes it to Sessions. Gortat with a screen on Irving. Sessions passes to Beal.
Good D.
And good.
Damn.
Friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Beal's got 9.
And that was Gortat. He usually scores, but that time set a nice screen.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
Here's Mozgov. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. The Cavaliers have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. And the first one drops.
All right, I'm going to make something to eat.
Mozgov hits them both. Washington's offense last year looked solid on paper, but in reality, it was much tougher to defend against. They could hurt you in a number of ways.
And the Wizards, Kevin, could get you in transition, but they could also, as you mentioned, they could get you with their half-court sets. Top 10 in field goal percentage as well as three-point percentage last season.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
And off the glass, that one's
Mozgov.
good.
Take that.
Mozgov's got his third basket of the night.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made
foot on the gas. Keep the foot on the gas,
and,
guys.
For the Wizards, it wasn't just how they scored, but who scored. I mean, they ended the season with all 5 starters averaging double-digit points, and that's a rarity.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And there's the call on Nene. That is his first foul of the game. And the Cavaliers with possession here. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Irving against Sessions. Irving kicks to Shumpert. 4 on the clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. James has a 2-pointer. That falls. Good assist by Love. And that's 19 points for LeBron.
I did that.
And thinking back to the Wizards having all of their starting 5 scoring in double digits last year, those are the kinds of teams that coaches hate to plan against. Any given night, one of them can step up and hurt you, and you just couldn't plan for where their points were going to come from.
Anderson Varejão's checked in for Cleveland.
Anderson Varejão.
Off the inbound, and the layup is up and in. And that's 11 points here for Beal.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Irving kicks to Love. Washington with the rebound.
Open for 2, baby.
Gortat's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Sessions.
Shit.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That one on Love.
And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. Goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
Well, as rough as the Cavs might have started the season, Clark, they were all at peace near the end. Things turned around certainly after the All-Star break. Had their amazing playoff run, great momentum, and that confidence showed every game they played.
Really did, and I thought the big 3 found
Kyrie,
a way to
come
come
on,
together
baby.
nicely and smooth out the rough spots. And James, Irvin, and Love ended up being the highest
Supposed to
scoring
be the
trio
premier
in the league
finisher
last
in the
year.
league.
And Sessions kicks to Nene. Here's Gortat. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Wow, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates.
That's how he makes his presence felt.
And we see him do it time and again. He is a special talent.
Hey, guys, as important as it is to go out and compete, let's not forget the entertainment element of this game. What an unreal finisher.
That key slam really gave you a good look at the action.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Kevin Love.
They giving up.
Checked in for the Wizards.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
50.
Not watching for the line that time.
Clearly a mental lapse and at an inopportune time.
Yeah, that's a terrible mistake, Greg, to make it any time, but it's really exacerbated when you make it at this time. They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Looking at Washington, they took the win in their last game out against the Raptors.
And in that game, guys, they were just about as dominant defensively on the interior as you could ever be.
And once they got a few rejections, they had opposing scorers looking for those long arms and hands, and it caused hesitation in taking shots in there.
Here's Sessions. No good on the three.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things today.
Your boy is
really,
back.
It's about what they've done on the backboard.
I'm finna Snapchat you how big my fucking play is.
Start to fall for them now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point.
The shit out of
with it, working on Smith, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Well, nobody really knew, Greg, what to make of Washington going into last year's playoffs. They came out strong with a big sweep against a pretty good Raptors team.
Yeah, how about taking them down 4 straight? And it was the first time a team has swept an opponent without home court advantage since 2011. Also was the first sweep for the Wizards in franchise history.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Tristan Thompson comes in for Anderson Varejao. And Mo Williams subbed in for Irving. The drive by James. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Oubre. Wizards trail by 20.
And in the second round, the Wizards continued to be a tough opponent. I mean, they went up 2-1 on the Hawks, but were unable to keep the series lead. A lot of close, heartbreaking losses for them in that series.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Williams dishes to Smith. Williams up on top. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Thompson. Rebound, Washington.
And the Hawks would ultimately take down the Wizards last year in the postseason. John Wall and his injury were a big turning point in that matchup. And all those buzzer beaters for both teams made it one of the most interesting series of the postseason.
And stolen by LeBron. Smith outside. From deep. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got his 4th assist in this one.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Nene, the screen. Humphrey sets a pick for Porter. In the corner, Neal with it. Shot clock at 5, and he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. Neal's got his 2nd bucket.
Yeah, because Chris Jericho wasn't even in the top 5. I was like, what the fuck?
What the hell? That big ass play. What you talking about? A little bit.
For the game to go.
That's a little bit.
And here are the Cavaliers.
Just show that shit to Dillon and see what he said about that play.
James kicks to Dellavedova. Thompson passes to James. Well, LeBron had kind of a slow start to his season. His return to Cleveland last year.
Yeah, he got off to a bit of a slow start. He had some nagging-type injuries, but things turned around, and LeBron was eventually able to get the clubhouse atmosphere where he wanted.
Jefferson's checked in for the Cavaliers. Gordon comes in for Matthew Dellavedova. Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs. Swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, and even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way, and that put a big hole in their quest for the title.
Williams dishes to Thompson.
God,
stolen by Nene. Porter against Jefferson. Nene, the screen. And Temple kicks to Nene. And takes the feed and stride and slams it home.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there. No denying it, injuries were a big part of the storyline in the Cavs postseason. Fortunately, LeBron James was otherworldly after the first round. Took care of the Bulls, then went on to sweep the Hawks to get back to the finals.
And for the Cavs last season, their toughest test would be in the finals against the Warriors. Like every other team, they just couldn't handle the Warriors for a full series. A great run to the finals, and surely they'll want to return there this season.
Shots good by Neal.
And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jump shots.
Cleveland leading by 20. .116 left to play in the third. Gordon up on top. Williams, that's a two-pointer, and he hits the jumper for two.
You know what, didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
And Temple kicks to Porter. Shot from the wing, and again, it's Nene. Nene's got 7 points for the quarter.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime? Much more effective
You already watched
in
that
the second
shit.
half.
No, I didn't finish it. Remember, I shut it off and played zombies because it was stopped at number 7.
To the right side. Jefferson passing to Thompson.
You did
Fade
finish
away.
it. Girl, you told me about it.
Rebound by
You went through the
Nene.
whole thing.
And the D does just enough to throw
No,
off his
because
rhythm on that
it
shot.
stopped where I stopped watching it.
Number one was
Humphreys
some
dishes it
dude way back when. Never heard
The
of him.
Cavaliers pull it in. Williams has got his third rebound
Who,
tonight.
Billy Graham? No, he was number 9.
And the pass to Gordon.
They're only on number 6.
to
It's Ric
Williams.
Flair.
In the corner, it's Jefferson. From outside, off the mark. The kick out to Williams. From downtown, and it's Richard Jefferson with the three. Jefferson's got
for
his
three.
first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
End of the third quarter.
The 3 quarters of
86,
play all in the books.
63.
And this one all but over already. Cavaliers on top, opening up a huge gap. And welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Here's Sessions. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. Kyrie Irving is out there with Iman Shumpert. And it's Smith in at the 3. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And Sessions kicks to Humphreys. He feeds it to Dudley. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Gortat. Mozgov grabs the board. Mozgov's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Moving against Sessions. Pass to Love. Outside jumper. Here's Mozgov. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Irving against Sessions. Over in the corner, Dudley. He kicks to Sessions. It's Beal on the wing. Unloads. And he overshot that one, missing.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Washington's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. The shot is off. Good D by Irving.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Kicks it to Shumpert. There's the feed to Love.
Damn!
Just watching Kevin Love, he brings so much to the table. But if you had to pick one thing, Clark, it might be the rebounding.
I agree with you. I mean, he's not super athletic, doesn't blow you out of the water with his athleticism. But a few seasons back, this guy averaged 15 rebounds a game.
For the Cavaliers, Farajao comes in for Mozgov, and it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. Then for the Wizards, Gooden comes in for Chris Humphreys, and Oubre subbed in for Jared Dudley. And Sessions kicks to Gortat, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it
Slow
hasn't
ride.
been contagious.
What's he doing on here?
And Love has it in the corner.
Making money.
And it's off from three-point range. For Washington, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. And that one's good. Sessions.
Showing the quickness right there. Just tough to keep up with it.
The Cavaliers leading by 23. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Smith on the wing. Here's Dellavedova, and he gets the bucket.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Looking ass.
The Wizards have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Now here's Oubre, covered by Smith. Here's Sessions, and there's the call on Marcin Gortat. That's his third foul of the game. You know, it's a great deal what a leader he is, always communicating and keeping everyone on the floor in sync.
And Kevin, that's such a good point. It doesn't always show up in the box score, but those leadership qualities of his are just as valuable to this team as anything else that he does.
And the Cavaliers making a change. Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up, he gets up and stays up.
You could
just when you think you know the answers, I change the question.
Here's Varejao. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the way up. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now.
On the wound over here.
Now Beal.
And just way too early to tell how this year's group of rookies will turn out. But just from an early look, they seem to be a group that can contribute. Definitely not going to be a class with a small impact on the league.
For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. A shot by Varejao, wide open. Great look, but off the mark. Washington's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Here's Anderson, and it's denied. Now Cleveland moving it up. Jones kicks to Love. Out to Shumpert. Lets it go with the 3. That's in there. Love with the assist. With the 2015 draft class, the big thing is how many guys are polished coming into the NBA. It's a good blend of raw talent and certainly skill.
Yeah, I like the way you said that. This class will always be headlined by the 2 big men, but there's a lot of value throughout the rest of the draft, too.
Here's Jones. Fills it up and in off the pretty assist.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
So it's Washington now. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Oubre with it. Working on Jones. Oubre, good. For Cleveland, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Varejao against Blair. Varejao can't hit.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Beal with it. Jones covering. Blair the screen. Here's Beal. It's deflected. They retain possession. And Blair gets it to go. Here's Dellavedova.
And one record that is going to be very hard for any player to ever match is the Iron Man streak. That record's held by AC Green as he played in 1,192 consecutive games. That kind of durability is going to be hard to match in the modern NBA.
Beal can't get that one to fall.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
And it's slammed in by Varejao.
That's what I like. A nice, strong finish inside.
That's what he does. He's got that dunker mentality.
My goodness, physicality personified right there. Able to just go up and finish over the biggest defender.
What them Lions talking about, fool?
Here's Dellavedova.
What they training camp looking like?
I haven't been paying attention. The focus on college football.
What's going on in college?
to the paint.
Other than Urban Meyer.
Shumpert, no good.
I'm fucking loving that.
Washington has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. That's good. And 11 points for Kelly Oubre.
No doubt that is within his range.
I love to see that team explode.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Near the three-point line, it's Love. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Fuck Ohio!
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just
the thing
their
is, the title of the
passing,
stream
but
is
also
Ohio's
the body
finest.
movement off the ball that's created a lot of those
And
opportunities.
Dellavedova on the steal.
It's funny. It's funny because Urban Meyer fought for women's equal rights,
outside.
and he hit him with a left.
Offensive rebound. Launches a 3. But they get it back.
Hit him
And
with
it's
the left.
Dellavedova missing. Wizards have gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%.
Domestic abuse joke.
And Beal kicks to Blair.
Urban
The
Meyer.
Merck Network does not condone these jokes
against
whatsoever.
Anderson.
Oh my God! Fuck Ohio. Let's go
Here's
blue.
Gooden, 5 to shoot. And the Wizards getting another bucket right there.
The Merck Network has no rights to those
Here's
terms.
Dellavedova. 1:58 left in the fourth quarter.
Might actually need to say that though.
You know, something that's floating around in the sports world and in the NBA is reseeding after the playoffs start. And for those of you who may not understand the situation, it's simply saying that no matter what, people play the lower seeded teams, however you get to those numbers.
And Berejov kicks to Dellavedova. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter. Berejov, good look, short off the rim. And with that whole concept of playoff reseeding, so often we'll see a second or third seed team get a 6th or 7th seed team in the second round. Meanwhile, Greg, the
Thing
top
is,
seed
once they get to the playoffs
the
in
4th
this
seed, no matter what.
franchise,
You know, I think in a few cases it would have made a major difference in how the playoffs would have played out.
The new
And
2K
quite
probably
frankly,
out.
I think it also puts more value on the regular season if that number 1 seed could play a 7th seed, if you will, in the second round. So I think that's something that the commissioner and the competition committee might want to reassess. And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited
Women deserve equal
and
rights
really ignited
and
what is turning out to
Urban
be
Meyer.
a monster win here for the Cavaliers.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Yeah, it's a fun way to play, and it's fun to watch, too.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And, Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for James. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Shumpert in the corner. Gooden with the steal. And so it's Cleveland
Ball
taking care
game.
of business in this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
106 to 81.
Doris Burke standing by on the sideline.
Sound
Doris.
victory.
Thank you, Kevin. I'm here with J.R. Smith. What was the team's attitude coming into tonight's game?
I mean, unfortunately, they're a losing team right now. We want to win by as much as we can, and defensively, we're doing what we're supposed to. So, got to get in, lock in, get some steals, and keep running.
JR, appreciate the time as always. Kevin?
Doris, thank you as always. And that
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Watch the post-game show with Shaq and Kenny and Ernie.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, LeBron James. He had an outstanding third quarter. Whatever they needed in terms of energy and offense, he was the firepower that propelled them during the second half.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow.
Solid.
He's jealous, and he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
Well, he reminded us all of how dangerous he is as a slasher. He drove the lane time and time again and got points inside to show for it. An explosive, hard-charging performance. I love it.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.
Cool, I just made $250 without even getting up.
Timothy Mozgov, 10 points, 10 rees. I'm getting more used to my team now.
You gonna be on for a little bit longer, or you gonna pass out here, sir?
No, I'm about to get out, probably.
You suck. Stay on till 8.
Hell no. You stay on till 8. 16-2. I want to see what Brook Lopez got. Lopez had 24 points, 12 rebounds, 3 steals, 3 blocks, 3 assists. God. Man was doing work, bro. See who the league leaders are so far. All-star voting. Russell Westbrook is number 1. Damn, my people ain't even in the top 10. Bron ain't there. Kyrie ain't there.
Suck. That's why.
Russell Wilson's averaging double-double with cheese. 25 points, 12 assists, 7 rebounds, 2 steals, almost 3 steals a game. Like, what? Like, fuck. God. Like, he's gonna win. I mean, shit. Tony Parker's number 9, Kobe's number 10. Kobe's averaging 13 points a game. Shit. Well, that's a Western Conference. Damn, man. Kyrie's number 4 in the Eastern. What's LeBron at? The assist is helping. Oh, they're going to LeBron. I go to the front court. Outside.
버릇처럼 내가 나를 착취해 경추 쪽은 딱딱해지고 의식에 붙은 각질 모두 위맑은 땀 대신 날 적시는 건 진땀이네 잠든 시간에도 문제들이 쌓여 눈 뜨자마자 결정해도 아직 익숙치 않은 타협 시간을 도마 위에 식재료 썰듯 안 하면 하루는 순서가 뒤섞인 음식처럼 망가져 지쳐도 경계하네 공허와 허무 불안감 속에서 상기하네 15년 전 빈 털터리의 여유 억울해도 납득돼 35년간의 필름이 어쩌면 술집 맞은 삶 건축된 우리의 이름이 길르니 어두워지지 않게 서로를 비판하고 세상을 보는 시선 삐딱하게 얼굴에 피어난 당연히 마치
I do remember like my first franchise on 16 I did. After that first season, LeBron James was with the Lakers. He went to the Lakers. I was like, what the fuck?
내가 타고 다니는 건 달라지고 빨라졌지만 결국 가는 데 같아 질리게 겪어도 사랑 때문에 애가 타 이럴 때 보면 나도 아직 애 같아 살기보단 생존하기 바쁜 정수리는 넓어지고 평소가 작아지는 마음 속에 편해졌으면 해
Ooh, DeAndre Jordan's on a trading block for the Clippers. I could trade Tristan Thompson and some other garbage. Tristan Thompson. Jordan, yeah, I'm at 85 overall. Illegal trade. The Cavaliers are over the cap of $105 million. Teams over the hard cap may acquire and trade no more than the value of the players being traded out. In this trade, the Cavs would acquire $13 million more than allowed. Alright, well, give you another player then. Shit. That's what y'all want. Shit. Dover.
I don't think you want to get rich.
You want this joker?
You don't really want it. You ain't really trying to get rich.
Shit.
Nah, you don't really want it. Now you don't want that late night gas with no break, like crash in the daylight. I see it in your face. You don't want that blood, sweat, tears in a bunk bed. Peers know they upset that Lambo in your gate. Nah, you can't take a loss like that. Off that. Wasn't really forced to shop at Ross like that. Don't know how it feel to can't afford like that. Off deck. Right back.
They give it to JR, but He just scored.
I don't think you try to get rich.
Shit. It probably just cost too damn much.
You ain't really trying to get rich. You don't want it.
Chris Bosh.
Now you ain't got what it takes to do it like me. Get your head up in the game or you can sightsee. Waiting for a handout, this ain't that right league. Spend so much time out here balling, it's my wifey. These are what I live, I breathe, I sleep, my dreams are lavish. Went from check to check to check the balance. I press, I bet you. Theatric, I'm mostly savage, gambling, take advantage. I'm here to ball while you call off work. When that top jump back, before I call off verse. Before I hit my context, check my call off first. See if I can make a play to get it all off merge. Woo! Let an animal loose. My separation off finesse, I'm just preparing to shoot. Or I can put you on some skates, breaking ankles and news, saying this is what they pay me to do. I don't think you trying to get rich.
If that is young.
You don't want it.
He's solid.
Yeah, I do. I just played against him. He was with the Nets. Brooklyn Nets, but Brook Lopez kept doing everything. Marcus Aldridge on the block. Kawhi Leonard's on the block.
Marcus Aldridge be a solid pickup. Go on offense.
Shit. Yeah, I'm gonna try. I really want to get rid of Tristan. Damn, he got a $20 million contract. This is before Tristan got paid. He's on a $7 million a year contract. Marcus is on like fucking. Yeah, he's getting paid $21 a year, $21 million a year. Just can't afford that. Garnett, 75 overall.
See, I sign old players like that just to sign them, man.
I mean, they're with teams. He plays for the Timberwolves. I'm just looking for people who's on the trading block.
Oh, is he on the trading block?
Yeah, him, Ricky Rubio.
Oh, you get Ricky Rubio.
I need like a good big man, though. I got Kyrie, Braun, Shumpert, JR. They're role players.
I'd trade Shumpert and JR and get Rubio and have Rubio come off the bench as your shooter. That way you have two.
Who's gonna be my starting number 2?
Rubio. That's what I was
so
gonna
he's
say.
not coming off the bench.
Yeah, yeah.
So I have nobody come off the bench then. Just to lead the second
Yeah, well, you can still make moves.
Nobody else out here.
Yeah, there is. Get JJ.
Hell no. You gonna shoot threes all day?
Coming off the bench, yeah. Coming off the bench, JJ straight.
Andrew Bogut from the Warriors.
Injury prone.
Oh, good.
Why he up there?
Greg Monroe.
Smith 10, holla at me. Being H-Town, Southside, Cloverland, daddy. I'm the man out in Dallas. Better ask Cali. Catman Cali with my eyes open valley. Blowing and spinning, going down Vinny. Drop 6, 4, 3, wheel and switching. Red light stop, make it drop for the.
He's a worse player than Tristan.
It's what I does. I get money every day I does that. It's how I ride. Black flag on the left too. Ride, you better move. Yeah, get shit like shine that's on my neck. I'm big like Diddy. I'm with it. Cali, we get it. Biggie in my city. Please don't fit it. Hit 'em too.
I could get KG for Tristan. It's fatigue, he's sluggish. He said he's sluggish.
You can see me in that boss GT coming down Sunset, sitting on D, feeling like Pac, all eyes on me. Fresh bandana and
Jahlil Okafor.
Please, I spit every verse. Some say Khaled, some say Khalid. 12 years down.
Jahlil Okafor. Joel Embiid.
I get Embiid.
He says it's a valid trade. Here we go. You're asking to give away a valuable asset, Joel Embiid. None of the assets I give back seem nearly as valuable. That's not happening. That's from the 76ers, GM.
In 2K, you can go to Trade Finder and pick who you want to trade for, and they'll give you a bunch of people, and they'll give you the trades they'll take. They'll give you like 5 different options. Or if they won't even trade them, they'll tell you.
Sunday had a whole church singing the song. Why they had to send my baby home? With some that paper long. Been a G in the game, now my son on the throne.
Trade Finder, okay.
Go pick the player you want, and it'll set you up like 4 or 5 different trades. Those are the only trades they'll take in order to get that player. But you pick Joel Embiid.
Nah, I selected Tristan Thompson. I thought that.
Or you can select Tristan Thompson and it'll pick
They want Kyrie in a second round pick. Nah, bro. And they're going to give me Embiid in a first round pick.
Because Embiid's their future. That's a feature I wish Madden had.
Yeah, that's tight. Same thing.
You could also see what every team's willing to give up for Tristan Thompson.
Yeah, I did. It wasn't much to see if we did there. Personality. Isaiah Cannon, point guard, 72 overall, and Carl Landry.
You can also go to your settings too and tell them you only want big men in trades. Like, go to your.
Never mind. It's 20 offers. Let's see, Taj Gibson. Tyler Zeller. Kelly Olynyk.
That'd be solid.
Courtney Lee, Wes Smith, Chris Anderson.
He'd be a good big man.
Tyler Johnson, he's 37 though. Chris Anderson.
He's still solid, man.
Got one good year left. Tyler Hansbrough. Spencer Hawes.
Hawes is good. He's offensive center though. He's 7'4" still.
Hansbrough. Mark Bellini. Mark Bellinelli. Shooting guard. Langston Galloway. Shannon Fry. He's old.
Spencer Hawes right now is probably your best.
Devin Harris.
Option for
Andre Bargnani. That's the homie.
Where do you work?
At least he can shoot, and he's taller.
Bargnani's 7'3".
And he can shoot, right? Johnson, Solomon Hill, Lee Stoller, he's old. Oh, these people offered 2 players per Tristan. Neil, Drew Gooden, hell no. Taj Gibson?
That's probably, yeah, that's a good power forward.
They're gonna give me a first round pick too, and they want my second round pick. Interesting. I can get Tyler Zeller and Kyle Olynyk.
Yeah, Zeller.
I can get both for Tristan in the first round pick.
Yeah, he's young.
Courtney Lee, Wes Smith. I get Tyler Hansbrough and Spencer Hawes, bro.
There's 2 big guys.
Check out J.R. Smith trade. Offers. Taj Gibson. I can get Tyler Zeller and Kyle Olynyk, Kelly Olynyk. Man, wait. Hustle.
Loaded up and I hear them 808s and they knocking. Whole club and they rocking.
Boris Diaw. Ray McCullum. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Peace.